What you in for, baby? What's you in for? I got my mojo, I got my mojo. Walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's you in for? Call me all the time, that's the perfect timing. She got me shining like a perfect diamond. Call me all the time, that's the perfect timing. She got me shining like a perfect diamond.
Well, hi. Well, hi. Let's stop that music. Let's stop that music. Well, hello. Who we got hanging out? Who we got, guys? We've got Crit Happens. I do need a first command. Let's get that going. Harlot, I see you, my guy. How you living? Fam? How you living? New look stream, guys. New look stream, isn't it? Does it look pretty? Do I look pretty? Of course I look pretty. I always look pretty. Oh, Harlot. Okay. I'll remember that for when we get Dow up. And Dow is here, guys. Dow is here. Hey, look. Before we get actually started on the podcast, though. Oh, Dow. Stop it. Oh, boy. Oh, crit. Yeah. I think it's good. We got look. Oh, sorry. Over here. I'm getting used to the gestures. So over here we've got look. You can see chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is really important for you. You can see chat. Oh boy, what a shirt! Yes. Oh, do we have some Patriots fans? In chat tonight? Hey, cheers. Any NRL fans? How's the Panthers game going? How are they going? Oh, yes, Crit. Yes, my guy. Hey, when the season gets started, you and me, we're gonna meet up at a pub and watch some games. Hello, Care Bear Stare. How are you going, fam? Hey, what's good with you, girl? What's good with you? Damn, look at you. Care Bear Stare. Oh my god, she's in with the bits! Care Bear Stare with the bits. Yeah, look up here. There they are. There's the bits from Care Bear Stare. Hey, thank you very much, girl. I was about to say, Care Bear Stare, I couldn't see it at the time it happened, but on my last stream, I was on the GoPro, so I couldn't see chat or anything. I saw those of you that jumped in though, and Care Bear Stare, hey, thank you very much for the bits then too. That's the point I was getting to. Some more bits from Care Bear Stare. Hey, look, we go that way too. The Bulldogs. Oh, yeah, I don't even know who's playing. I just kind of noticed as we were going online. I was like, oh, the Panthers are playing somebody at 4. Yeah, yikes. I'd love to see. Oh, you want? Okay, before we start the podcast, guys, let's get Kylo up here. I spent a long time cleaning him. He probably needs like an actual bath. Here he is. He's just been chilling, guys. When he's not here on the up here on the stream, he is just by my feet normally. But yeah, as you can tell, he does need a bath now. Crazy pup. Look at how big he's getting. Look at how big he's going. Oh, yikes. But yeah, so it's raining here today, guys. Like pouring rain. So the dog's like, he still looks dirty now. It's not as bad as what he was, though. He was covered in mud. His paws were covered in mud. Oh, it's disgusting, wasn't it, bud? It was pretty bad. But yeah, there he goes. Dude, you're not a cat. Stop licking everything. Yikes. Okay, I'm putting you down. Well, no, I'm not putting you down. I'm just putting you on the ground. Anyway. Oh, yikes. Don't want to go pulling an alinity, guys. Am I right? Okay. Now, we're all up to date. Yes, we are. Folks, you're all here. As always, I've got a nice lineup of streamers ready to go. Look, I'm going to rip this band-aid off really quickly. Our girl, Kasha, baby. She might be in a little bit later. She might not be in. I'm not too sure. Look, there, I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. Kasha had a run in with a Karen. Okay, a Karen asked to speak to the manager, ended up talking to Kasha. And, well, look, Kasha, we thought that Kasha sorted that Karen out. Today, Karen has showed up to Kasha Baby's house and ripped out her internet. So, the internet's down at Kasha Baby's house. I don't know if we can send a crew, Raptor Nation internet saving crew. I don't know if that exists yet, but it should be a thing. To get the internet up at Kasha's place, get her into the podcast, into the Raptor pen. Otherwise, yeah, she's not with us right now. Fingers crossed she gets in, though, guys. So, let me introduce you to our people. There they are there. Guys, want to turn your cameras on? Can they hear me? No, they can't because I'm muted. There we go. Hey, there's a good-looking guy. Now, since you're the first to get your camera on, Dow, I'll introduce you first. But before I do that, welcome, one and all, to Raptor Pen number 7. This is the 7th one of these things.
Wow.
People. 7.
I've had
the 7 podcasts.
I've had the pleasure of being on, 3 of these now?
You have. Yes, my guy. And well, we were talking about this offline, guys. It's actually a huge deal that both. Oh, look, here's Pounce. It's actually a huge deal that both of you get on when you do, especially you, Serena. Serena, can you tell us what time it is where you are right now?
So it is 2:46 a.m. right now, where I am currently in the United States.
So, don't we appreciate you being online every week with us? Like I said, this is the 7th one of these. So, for 7 weeks in a row, Serena has been up at 2 in the morning. How long does this go for? This goes for hours. Like, girl, you crazy. You're crazy. And that's exactly why we love you. Holy shit, Serena. Okay, so, I dote on you. And Dow, today's like a family day for you. Usually, Sunday's a family day for most people. You jump in every couple of weeks at least to hang out with us, though, which it goes without saying we love and appreciate you for.
No worries, man. It's all good. I've booked it in ahead of time. It's fine. It's every second week I can do this.
And hey, if Super Bully's out there watching, hey girl, like I know you let him out to do this, so hey, don't think that I don't appreciate you.
I know for a fact right now she is not. She's watching Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. Oh, that's that's your options on a Sunday, guys. You've got the football, you've got us, or you've got Grey's Anatomy. And that's pretty much all that's on right now. Oh, yikes. So, let me actually introduce you guys, instead of just like bantering out, as much as I love bantering out. Now, next to me right now, guys, of course, the one and only Mr. Dowduros. In case anyone's been living under a rock, Dow, tell us about yourself. Tell us about what you stream, my dude.
So, hi, I'm Dowduros. I am, I feel like I'm saying it every day. I'm a variety streamer. So I do a lot of things. I play a lot of adventure games, RPG, FPS. Majority of the time it's adventure games, similar to like Skyrim, similar to Fallout. Doing probably majority of the time it's Fallout at the moment. And I do community days. And the reason I do that is because I like to engage with the community a lot. So I can easily pause, have a chat, change scenes, do a metric fuck ton of squats. And yeah, I like being able to pay attention, have a chat, and have that real engagement. That's what I do, and I raise money for Motor Neuron Disease Foundation. That's my thing.
I dig it, my dude.
That's awesome.
Now, before I move on, chat is asking me to ask you about a game of Warzone last night. Tell us about that, my dude.
Oh god, yeah. Earlier today, so like I got back from Boulder, I was like, I just want to play a little Fallout, that's a little bit of Warzone. Maybe try and get some good clips. Maybe make like a montage thing. Just get something like some extra content. And out of like I don't know 3 or 4 games we played, it was just got worse and worse progressively. And on the last game, it was so bad. I was like, you know what, I'm done. I need to be done with with Warzone for a while before I'm just tilted beyond playability. I was like, I just need to step out for a while. I'm sorry. I just back down. Like, I'm done. I can't do this. It was just so bad.
Oh yikes! I'll play some games with you sometime, my guy. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm the greatest player that ever lived, but look, you don't see that guy and me in the same room at the same time. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Anyway, now another lady that needs no further introduction, but hey, we do it anyway. And that is EGN Srenna. Girl, how are you living? Tell us about you. Tell us about what you stream.
So I'm doing really well. So I'm a variety streamer as well. I like to stream a lot of horror games, some Minecraft, some Skyrim as well. I do some art streams, some just chatting. I make music for Twitch streamers, completely copyright free for you guys to play on any of your streams or share it with anyone that you like. I do a bunch of different things.
Yeah. Oh, you absolutely do. I think I caught you painting some Pokemon last time I was watching, Srenna. Was that you? That was
Of
definitely
course.
you. Yes.
We were painting, working on Charmander.
Fuck yeah.
Evolves into one of my favorites.
I was about to ask, who's your favorite Pokemon? It goes to everyone here and in chat as well. Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Yes, actually. Chat, who is your favorite Pokemon? That's an important question. Most favorite Pokemon? Oh, yikes. Actually, I'd still stick with, Charizard. Charizard's my favorite Pokemon. There you go. How about you guys? There we go. Let's. We've got podcast topics, but hey, let's start off with the important shit. What's your favorite Pokemon?
I was always a fan of Bulbasaur and like their evolutions. I don't know why, it just was. I liked it. I suppose the grass, the earthy type, always resonated with me. Just like how I believe if I was in the Avatar universe, I'd be an Earthbender.
Yeah, damn. Fair enough.
That's really cool.
Mm.
See, I like Cubone. I like him because of his backstory. If you've ever heard of his backstory.
Yeah, I have. It's so fucking sad.
Yeah. I liked him in the new Pokemon movie they had, Detective Pikachu, in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
Oh,
so
yeah.
Good.
Okay, so in chat, GBD Dell wants to make sure that we know his favorite Pokemon is your masculinity. Oh, what has he actually said? He said Dauderos masculinus. GBD, by the way, nice to see you in stream, my guy. Hope you're doing well. Care Bear's favorite was Eevee. Eevee's a good favorite to have.
Ooh.
Eevee's a classic.
Oh,
yes.
Boy, oh boy.
When you want to be everything.
So, hey, do either of you guys, since we're talking about Pokemon, do either of you guys play Pokemon Go? And if so, why aren't you my friend yet? No, but do you play Pokemon Go? Was actually the question.
Yes. All right, I'll bring it up now so I can give you my friend code.
Oh, you know what? I don't want you getting doxxed, my dude. Let's do that in the DMs.
That's fine.
Oh,
Who's
okay.
going to dox me? It's fine.
Well, we've got people... We've got people thirsting after you in the chat, so I like. Okay, Serena, do you play Pokemon Go?
I do play Pokemon Go. When I played it, though, I was so upset. So I found a shiny Geodude who was orange, right? And I caught him. And when I caught him, he went back to the normal Geodude. I was so upset. I was like, what is this? I have a video and a picture of the Geodude. I actually have, like, and I'm so sad it turned into normal Geodude.
Surely not.
I don't know how it happened.
Oh, mate,
Yeah.
I'd be coming
And
after
then when I
Niantic.
first started the game as well, so all the 3 Pokemons, they all spawned on top of me. So I thought I could have caught all 3 of them, but I couldn't.
Yeah, yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Well, did you guys do Pokemon Go Fest this weekend? Oh,
No.
oh, rip. Oh, rip. Well, I did.
What is that?
I guess I'm the nerd here, guys. Oh boy, oh boy. No, Pokemon Go Fest it was actually amazing. So why I'm asking about this and why I'm making this point? Well, we were already talking about Pokemon, and Pokemon Go Fest was this weekend around the world, from what I know. It was actually just crazy. I was at a park today, like this morning. I spent the whole morning at the park, and there were so many people still playing this game. So many people still playing this game.
Oh, jeez, wow.
Yeah, I'm serious. And then, well, I came back closer to my house, and I stayed in the car because it was like raining. There were these there were all these kids playing it too. They were outside in the rain, playing on their phones, definitely like raiding the same gym that I was raiding. Now, I don't know. I'm glad that I went the way that I did, but there was a nice part of me that did consider inviting the children into my car so that they could get out of the rain. Yeah, you can work out exactly why I decided against that. But boy, I felt for them. I was like, these
humane
kids.
thing to do, helping out the children.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't want to be that weird guy in the black SUV that invites the children into the car.
It's purely humanitarian reasons, though. Purely humanitarian.
Yeah, exactly. I was just trying to help them. It was raining, and I wanted to keep them warm. Like, yeah, Pouncer's back. Oh, chat. Yes. I forgot to mention this. There's a couple of things. So, very quickly, very, very, very quickly. Mikey came into chat, and you got me talking about putting kids. No, I was talking about not putting them in my car. How I didn't do that because it would have been a bad idea. Now, a couple of things. We have some new emotes. If you're subbed, we have some new tier 1 emotes. There's a very legendary member of our community, Lord Flynn. If you're around, holler at me in chat, my dude, because I want to make a scene out of you. A good scene, I promise, but scene all the same. Yes, look at these emotes. Look at these emotes. So I love this one in particular.
Oh, those are beautiful.
We've got an epic fail emote with Pounce in there, and you've got a bit of me in there too. Yeah, there you go. We've obviously got the Kylo emote, and yeah, we still got the hype and the cringe emotes going. Now, speaking of beautiful, Mikey, hello. I'm just going to switch screens for a second, guys. Yeah, here we go. Mikey, hello. My guy, I owe you this. Last night, I rolled a 3 in Crit Happens Gaming's stream, okay? You rolled a 1. That means that my hug was successful, and here it comes. Here comes the hug. Mikey, hello, let's go. Oh, yeah, that's a good hug. That is a hug and a half, my dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, hey, that's not my phone. That's not my phone. Hand off that. All right, yeah. You're nice. Okay. Solid hugs. Solid hugs are solid. Okay, back. We're back. Sorry, I had to do that. Now, guys, moving on to what we're actually supposed to be talking about today. Finally, it's only been, like half an hour or something. Let's begin with the most cringiest topic. Let's do that. And you know what? I'm gonna go to some theatre with this. Perhaps this ends in the same way. Let's see how we go though. Kanye West. Oof. Yeah.
Where do we even start?
Dale, I don't know. It feels like we're cursed to talk about Kanye whenever you're on this podcast. You were in last time when we were talking about Kanye for president. Here we are again, and look, shit's got it's taken a turn. Let's put it that way. It's taken a turn. Actually, there's a story that came up today that I'm not completely across, but yeah, it's a saga that keeps on going. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Where do you want to start?
Whoa, where are you at? Where are you at?
I mean, I had a look through his tweets, and I didn't know how to make heads or tails of what the fuck he was posting. Like, there's some were what looked like super over contrast images for an album cover. Does anyone spell check his tweets, by the way?
Oh, I think that's just him rolling on his phone, my guy.
Like literally rolling on, like he hasn't woken up, he's asleep and just sort of like tweet done, perfect.
You'd like to think that is how it's happened. Unfortunately, no. I think he's just tweeting. He's trumping. in fact.
Oh my God.
He's
That's
in
a new
control.
term, is it? Just fucking trumping.
He's in control of
Whatever
his
comes to
own
mind,
Twitter
just
account.
on the
And
internet.
he is tweeting. Quantity over quality. Getting the tweets out. So most of this has gone down on Twitter through the week. Those of you that haven't, I don't know. Here's the deal. It's been all across mainstream media too. It's not just happened. It's not just something that's happened in the Twitterverse and nobody else knows about it. No. And this is kind of the point that I wanted to make today. Is this because Dow, you'll remember when we were talking about this in Raptor pen number 5. We're talking about Kanye for president. And we did sort of mention Kanye is above being cancelled, it seems. The guy can't be cancelled. It just can't happen. And so what happens is when this dude has, well, I couldn't call it anything other than a meltdown, is what he's had on Twitter this week. When he has a meltdown like this, everybody, instead of cancelling him, instead of shutting him out and everything like that, everybody goes batshit insane, and he's on every newspaper. He's on every news headline.
How? How does it happen? How does it continue? Like, if I just open up his tweets now, what's the first crazy thing that Ye has said? Donda album cover.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So he announced in amongst his rambling. So there was some rambling earlier on in the week. Unfortunately, the tweets aren't there anymore, but people have screenshotted them. So don't you worry about that, fam. They're out there if you want to see it. But yeah, here we go. There's still some. Oh yeah. Okay. So okay, if I scroll down, the last crazy thing that I can see is and I quote verbatim and not safe for work warning. I saw someone ask for that earlier. Okay, so I will beat Biden off of write-ins, and then he's followed that up shortly after with all caps. I can beat Biden off of write-ins. And then the next one is piano trap Lil Wayne, and some fire emojis. Anyway, and then later on there's an apology to his wife. And look, that obviously follows up some other shit that he said about her during the week. But yeah, going back to what I was talking about, so he announced in amongst his worst ramblings, probably this week, which were later deleted, he followed that up by announcing a album called Donda, named after his mother, and he's obviously working on some music right now. Now, that was supposed to come out on Friday. If someone correct me if I'm wrong on that. It was either Friday, Saturday. I get mixed up with these things because it's obviously his time and not our time. So, look, point is the album was supposed to be out now, like by now, and it isn't. He's tweeted some covers of it, I think today. That's what you brought up, the album cover for Donda. But yeah, it's And something that surfaced this morning was there was an ambulance out at his ranch. Now, people thought that it was taking him to hospital, but then later on some images emerged of the ambulance leaving and then him riding an ATV in the background.
What?
I can't make this up. I can't. I'm serious. I'm barely. I don't know what is happening or anything like that. But I've seen the images. I don't know the backstory behind any of it. I've just seen the images per TMZ. TMZ put an article out insinuating that he was being taken to hospital. But then later some images came out of the ambulance leaving, and he's definitely not in it. He's riding an ATV. So,
I mean,
could only speculate on it.
I'd ask, how do you cancel someone that big? But it should be easy. But like it. Aside from that being deleted, what else was deleted from his online status? What else has he done that's been this crazy?
You mean in the past? Yeah. Where do you begin? Go back a few years. Do you remember that scene at the VMAs with Taylor Swift? He copped a lot of hate from that. I don't know. For anyone that didn't see it or wasn't born yet, I'm not sure because it was a long time ago now. So, let me update you. So, Taylor Swift won her first big award as a music star. And that's how long ago this was. This was when she was like 17 or something. And she beat out Beyonce for said award. It was like best music video, I think, at the MTV Video Music Awards. And Kanye wasn't happy about that because, I don't know, I'm kind of with him on this. Beyonce's video, in my opinion, was better. But look, the dude strutted up on stage, took the microwave. I was looking at Darwin and I thought microwave. Inside joke, guys. Sorry. The microphone off Taylor Swift. He stole the microphone off Taylor Swift. Let her know he was happy for her, and then declared that Beyonce had one of the best music videos of all time. Of all time. That was a moment. He copped a lot of hate. Obama threw some shade at him. Wasn't cancelled.
When Obama throws shade, you fucked up.
You fucked up. Yeah. But here's the thing. KBS also, thank you very much for some more bits. Girl, you're making it rain. It's already raining here, but you're making it rain inside. You're going to get it all over the carpet. It's going to get moldy. Like, holy shit. You're amazing. Thank you. Obama threw shade at the dude. He wasn't cancelled. Okay, what's another crazy thing Kanye's done? A couple of years ago now, he started was it a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter? To fund his upcoming album. Now, this was let's see, post marriage to Kim Kardashian. Well and truly after his biggest albums had been dropped. So the guy was certainly at that stage rolling in it. Had started up a Kickstarter and then was definitely on a Twitter rant and ramble, declaring that, he needed money to feed his children and, provide for his family and this and that. It definitely drove a lot of hate at him, directed directly at him. And then rather than shut up, that just drove his rant even further. The more people atted him, the more he went. It was actually super cringy. I remember, I don't know. I sound like an older millennial. I'm like, I remember when Kanye was on Twitter and but no, I remember following that feed and it was fucking nuts. Anyway, it ended up being a piece of album promotion. He never didn't have money. He just did that. And I'll tell you what, it worked. What was it? The album was Life of Pablo. That's how far back we're going. It sold, it was free publicity for the album. I don't think he had to pay anyone any marketing.
That's so fucked. I mean, yeah. Like we were saying. Oh, sorry. Wait, Sarah, you go.
That's awful that he did all that.
Yeah.
It's just horrible.
Oh, yeah. And that's what makes this so hard right now, right? So through later on in the week, in the follow-up to his rants and his that's not the only thing. He wasn't just melting down on Twitter, guys, I should mention too. For those of you that didn't see it, Kanye this week also, and that's what sort of kicked off the Twitter ranting, I should point out. Before that happened, he actually had a presidential pep rally.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, look, I don't think we have enough time to watch the clip. And I don't think we should watch the clip. But those of you that want to check it out, check that shit out. Have you guys seen it? Have you seen what I'm talking to?
I have. I've seen the clip.
What did you take away from it, Serena?
There's a lot of stuff he should not have touched base on. A lot of stuff he should not have said. There's a lot of personal stuff he should have just completely kept out of.
Yeah.
I don't agree with a lot of stuff he said at all. It made a lot of people mad just watching the whole situation. Mm-hmm. And then seeing it unravel on social media is crazy.
Yeah, it was super nuts. So to connect those dots for everyone at home, including Gal. So shortly after announcing his presidential bid, Kanye had posted a pro-life tweet declaring that abortion was murder, etc., etc. Now that tweet was very quickly deleted. But again, it's out there. People have, taken a shot of it. And fair warning to anybody out there: if you put something up on the internet, don't think that because you've deleted it, it goes away. Especially when you are in the public eye. But anyway, that's beside the point. So he doubled down on that stance during his pet rally, to the point where he did break down in tears and revealed to the world that he and his wife Kim very nearly terminated their pregnancy with their first child. So naturally, Kim wasn't happy about that. And when Kim wasn't happy about that, that then followed on to what happened on Twitter with his ranting and all the atting at Kim and at Kris Jenner and the Kardashians and everything like that. We could go into whether or not some of that might have been warranted or not. Definitely they live in their own bubble, that family. So I don't know, maybe he does feel a sense of entrapment in amongst those folks. But it obviously just spiraled from there. And then later in the week, Kim released a statement, very well worded statement. Sort of. More, I don't know. You read the statement. Do you guys want me to bring it up? I can read this verbatim for you because
I haven't heard it, so please do.
Yeah, let me just get it.
Go for it.
Okay. So verbatim, I read this, and it's a little bit lengthy, but let's go with it. So this is from Kim Kardashian West. As many of you know, Kanye has bipolar disorder. Anyone who has this, or has a loved one in their life who does, knows how incredibly complicated and painful it is to understand. I've never spoken publicly about how this has affected us at home because I am very protective of our children and Kanye's right to privacy when it comes to his health. But today, I feel like I should comment on it because of the stigma and misconceptions about mental health. True. My words there, true, not hers. Okay, back to her words. Those that understand mental illness or even compulsive behaviour know that the family is powerless unless the member is a minor. People who are unaware or far removed from this experience can be judgmental and not understand that the individual themselves have to engage in a process of getting help no matter how hard family and friends try. I understand Kanye is subject to criticism because he is a public figure and his actions at times can cause strong opinions and emotions. He is a brilliant but complicated person who, on being an artist and a black man, who experienced the painful loss of his mother and has to deal with the pressure and isolation that is heightened by his bipolar disorder. Those who are close with Kanye know his heart and understand his words sometimes do not align with his intentions. Living with bipolar disorder does not diminish or invalidate his dreams and his creative ideas, no matter how big or unobtainable they may feel to some. That is part of his genius, and as we have all witnessed, many of his big dreams have come true. We as a society talk about giving grace to the issue of mental health as a whole. However, we should also give it to the individuals who are living with it in times when they need it the most. I kindly ask that the media and public give us the compassion and empathy that is needed so that we can get through this. Thank you for those who have expressed concern for Kanye's well-being and for your understanding. With love and gratitude, Kim Kardashian West. So, to summarise that, I don't think anyone can disagree with anything that's been said there. To chalk up, well, what do you guys take away from it anyway?
I mean, she's obviously going to defend her husband, while not condoning all of his actions. And I think I said this last fortnight. She's grown quite a lot since her traumatic experience, but I feel bad for her that she's one having to clean up constantly after Kanye in these regards, but also having to deal with some of the fallout.
Mhm.
It'd be really hard for her to deal with these things.
Yeah.
I don't have any experience with bipolar or anything like that. But I
Mm.
can imagine that it's quite tough.
Well, yeah, I won't go into it, but I do have experience with it. Not myself, but a family member. What I can tell you about bipolar disorder is this. Well, as with all things, it impacts people differently. Different people are impacted by it differently, but generally, it's a chemical imbalance in the brain. It causes people to go from one mood to another. That's oversimplifying at times infinity, but that's effectively what it is and what it does. So the impact is sometimes you can have a conversation with a person who is suffering from bipolar disorder, and they may suddenly shift from being very happy to very angry or sad, like that. That's not chalking it up though. There is also behaviour synonymous with what time of year it is and things like that. So during colder months, a person with bipolar might actually be more likely to exhibit more depression. And that's not to say that it's just during colder months, but that is something that you can observe. During warmer months, they may exhibit mania or manic episodes. Now, is that what's going on here with Kanye? I'm no doctor, I'm no psychologist, so I'm definitely not going to even try and insinuate that. But what it seems to me is, of course, there's some things perhaps going on with him that maybe you say that causes or contributes to his behaviour, to some extent. Or, I don't know. There have been some that have come out and criticised that statement to suggest that perhaps she's trying to explain away his attitude. I'm not sure that it does, though. She herself even has said there she doesn't condone all of his actions or anything like that. And in fact, poor Kim, I should mention, guys, a since deleted tweet too from Kanye after this statement. And I think I can off the cuff quote this. Says, Kim released a statement without my consent. That's not what a wife should do. White supremacy. End tweet. Yeah, so that's what she's dealing with. That's the thanks or the response that she got from the very man that she was talking about in the statement.
Okay, right.
Hmm.
I don't even know what to make of that.
Yeah, exactly. And this comes back to our talk of cancellation. If I use an example here. A band that I'm very much in love with, a band that I had the privilege of catching live, Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, that's right. I'm old as fuck. But no, Fleetwood Mac, guys. Very recent example for their most recent tour in Australia. In fact, they fired guitarist and co-lead singer Lindsey Buckingham from the band. Now, you might be like, oh, well, he clearly fucked up. No, they fired him for the benefit of his health. Lindsey Buckingham had not long recovered from cancer treatment. He had toured after his cancer treatment somehow. But yeah, his health had significantly deteriorated. He was very, very unwell. But he's that kind of performer, refused to quit completely. So the band fired him because they had no other choice. They, I use the term fired, but really what I'm searching for here is an example of a group of people cancelling somebody for their own well-being, for their own good. They excluded him from their tour and from performing music with them. And, well, that was their purpose. Now, I bring that back to what we're talking about here with Kanye. Do we need to fire Kanye? Do we need to cancel him?
Maybe not cancel. Maybe just put him on pause for a while.
Pause Kanye.
Yeah, just resume at a later date.
Pause Kanye. I like it.
I think it's important for him to take time for himself, especially for his family, for them to figure these things out on their own,
Yeah.
It's good for, her to put some points out there saying, he has mental health issues, and, because it's a big thing. Mental health is a huge thing, and a lot of people feel comfortable talking about it because it affects a lot of people. But with her putting that out there, being oh, he is human, he does go through stuff, yes, he did say stuff in the wrong, but where his mental health lies, he should go the route of getting the help that he needs to be able to fix himself and proceed with his career, with his goal, not only for himself, but for his family, for his fans. And people should be supportive of him, trying to get him to go towards there, being hey, look, we see what you're doing, we get where you're coming from. Yes, stuff was said, we can't take that back. But from now on, what you should do is you should take a break, and we all support you to go get help for your mental health,
Go do that, yeah. Do you think that there are things that we should be doing or that we shouldn't be doing while we... Oh my God. Oh my God. Kasha baby!
Kasha appears.
Hello.
You reconnected your internet.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Well, Kasha,
I had to fix our entire server.
You fixed an entire server. Actually, that doesn't even surprise me. We'll come back to what we were talking about, but Raptor Nation, say hello to the amazing Kasha baby. How you going, girl?
I'm going well, other than having a cat with cat flu.
Boy. A cat?
Yeah, one of my cats got cat flu, so we've had to isolate him from everyone else, all the other cats, otherwise it's going to spread, so...
Oh, yeah. Well, cheers to you, Kasha. Thank you for somehow miraculously making it into the pen. Now, what we were just talking about was Kanye West, Cash. I don't know how much you've been watching or if you've just sat down and dialed in. But yeah, we've gone... Look, I'm not going to repeat everything because everyone's already had to listen to that. But we've gone over everything that's happened through the week with Kanye, including today. Yes, and where we were kind of getting to, what we were really discussing here is, Serena made the excellent point of, look, he needs to be supported, and he definitely needs to take that time to get the help he needs to deal with what he needs to deal with, get himself good, get himself right, and everything like that. And what I was just about to ask, as you arrived, and I just got excited and completely lost it, what I was about to ask is this: is there anything that we should be doing, ourselves here, in the media, everywhere else in the world? Is there something that we should be doing or that we should not be doing right now to, help him out with that? Because let's be real, he's not going to, just stop. Thoughts?
Maybe we should lock him up in a psych ward just to get the help that he needs.
Dal's face.
Dal's face. Well, the only thing that I've really seen from Kanye recently is so there's I can't remember her name, and I feel so bad about it, but that lady that saved slaves through the railroad and gave them jobs and stuff. And he was just bashing on her, saying that she wasn't a real hero and blah 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 blah. And I was like, "Ooh, dude."
Oh yes,
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman.
Yes, that was during the very same pet rally that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Super cringy, super cringy. Look. I have myself a plan, guys. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to cancel Kanye. I am going to pause Kanye. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that term. Unfortunately, I only have the one hammer. I don't have like a pause hammer. Like I know this is strictly a ban hammer. I reserve this for trolls normally. And let's
The butt of it.
let's be fair. Trolls deserve it. Kanye, he's a bit of a troll. Look, Kanye, if you're watching this, and I know you definitely are, my guy, this is for your own good, okay? Henceforth, until such a time as, well, I deem necessary, here on this channel, Kanye is paused. You'll not be able to say his name in chat. Any mention will earn you a timeout. Okay. And please understand, Kanye, this is for your own good. I fully intend to unpause you when you're ready, my dude. So take the time that you need. But here you go. Kanye, you're paused.
One of the small ones. I
Anyway.
don't think I have one.
Oh, hello, Super Bolly. How are you doing today? Shit.
I think pausing Kanye is probably the best way to go about it. But the problem is, sure, we could say pausing, but like one of the biggest problem also. Oh, that's right. One of the biggest problems also lies within the producers, the directors, everyone that's in the music industry, all these promoters, all those people with the vested interests. They're not going to pause Kanye. They make bank. His crazy shenanigans. There's no way they're like, what? No, I don't want to let that cash cow go into like a ward to get better.
Oh yeah, like there have been a few slow news days. Like aside from COVID, obviously, what else do they have to report on? So this is like gold for anyone at the moment in media. Is this huge saga. But you know what, guys? Like, I'm deadly serious about this. I'm trying to locate Nightbot right now so I can give him the order. Because, he is the greatest mod in the world. I'm deadly serious. Okay,
Yeah.
we're not talking about Kanye on the podcast again until he's good to go, okay? Yeah, here we go, blacklist words. Let's update that. Okay, yeah, all those other good ones that I'm not going to read out on stream. Kanye. So, Nightbot, you got that? We're blacklisting Kanye as a phrase. Okay, enforce that shit. Well done.
So what happens if I write Kanye right now?
Well, if Nightbot's paying attention. There you go. So, you've been warned. You have been warned. Now, while we're looking at chat, Kasha, I didn't miss this. You have resubscribed for 4 months. Kasha, what the hell? Like, you only just got your internet back. What the fuck? Like, all right. Well, you know what's about to happen. I'm gonna mute myself from you guys. We can still hear you. 4 motherfucking months. You know what? I think that deserves 4 shouts, doesn't it?
I'm gonna be right back, guys.
Anyways.
4 shouts.
Oh, Dell, I finally have my own stream
Okay.
account.
They don't know that we can still hear them. Okay, now we can't. Okay, here we go. Kasha, baby. Fus Roda! Fus Roda! Fus Roda! Fus Roda! That was 4. That was 4. All right, let's unmute. Isn't it great that I now remember to mute myself when I do that? I'm sure you. I bet you wish I had done that a few weeks ago when I had to do the Jimmy Barnes screen. But
No,
hey,
I adjusted my volume. It was good.
no use crying over spilt milk, guys. Move on. So there you go. I've paused Kanye. Yes, I agree, Dal. Look, this is like my whole not eating seafood to save the sharks thing, though, right? Everyone else is still eating seafood, so this is me. I'm doing what I'm doing because it's the right thing to do. I have paused Kanye. Okay, that's what's happening right here, guys.
Yeah.
Never again. I don't care how crazy shit gets. We are not talking about him again on this podcast. YouTube, like, no one understand this. We're not doing it until I unpause him. Okay, so that's what's happening. Oh boy. Okay, let's move on to some more serious shit. Who set these topics? Oh, we're having a hug. Oh my god, yes, it's hug time. Let's go.
This is hard time.
Yes.
Good time.
Oh boy.
Hi.
Oh, hang on, Dow. I got you too. Mwah.
Dude, you slipped me some tongue, mate.
Oh, wasn't I don't know. I thought we were at that stage. I thought you liked me.
I don't realize you're going for my tonsils.
But you know, the ladies always say the further it goes in, the wait. Oh, never mind. Okay, now how am I supposed to move on to such a serious topic?
That hit me so hard. I'm going black and white now.
Oh yikes! Whoa.
Oh, that's
Okay.
really cool, though.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool.
Okay. You know what, Dale? Maybe you should open it. So we're gonna go into topic number 2 on the list. Maybe you should open it up because you're black and white and so
All right.
serious.
Let me just. All right. So, due to economic relief in the wake of worldwide COVID lockdowns. All right. So, economic relief in the wake of worldwide COVID lockdowns. Jeez. Well, we had this with like a slight stimulus package for it recently, and there was a talk of a second one to come out for people during COVID. And currently everything's sort of just in the shitter. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that I know much about economics at all, but at the moment, I don't know what they can do to recover. We're fucked.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100% on that.
Yes, right. Tell it. Okay, so how our government has responded to it, what you're talking about, Dal, it's actually like amazing compared to what's going on in the United States right now. Trying to tell us about that, please.
So in the United States, they were giving people, say, $600, right, on top of like what they were making at their job. So say you were making $200 a week, they cut that in half and give you 100, or however they do it, right? Just as an example. And so they were giving it to people that way, and then they decided to give everyone $1,200 to give the economy a boost to try to help everyone out. Well, now because everything is so bad and because all of our hospitals are like overflowed and they don't have any place to take anyone in the United States right now, what they're doing is they're talking about a second stimulus package, and they're talking about another, looks like $1,200. And then for unemployment, because there's at least 40 million people unemployed and we have 230 million Americans. So you can do the math on that. And more people than that becoming unemployed. So what they're looking at right now is just a stimulus package. It doesn't look like there's anything for unemployment, and then people have to go out and look for jobs. But unfortunately, things are shutting down, and work is really hard for people with businesses and stuff to keep their businesses afloat. So it's kind of just like people don't really know what's going on right now with everything.
Jesus.
And so the curve hasn't been flattened there either. Like, you guys should definitely still be in lockdown, or locking down even more if that's possible.
So what they're talking about doing too, on top of everything, is masks weren't mandatory, but now the president is making like masks mandatory, saying like each state, each governor has like their own say in it. So like McDonald's Corporation, certain corporations are saying now when people go to these certain places, they have to wear masks starting like October or August, just to try to slow the spread, because they don't know what else to do at this point other than social distance, which people in America are not doing. Masks, which people in America are not doing. Just all the stuff that we should have been doing from the beginning. Like, we're way behind to the point where, like, this is pretty much what it looks like when you don't follow social distancing, don't follow the guidelines.
Yeah,
I
right.
feel like at this point, you're going to have to start issuing fines. Like, if not jail time.
That's funny that you said that. They're actually now issuing people fines. I don't know for how much, but they're issuing people fines for not wearing masks.
We've been getting that
So
since the
that's
start.
Poor
Finally.
Karen. Karen is going to get destroyed.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like-
Karen. Oh, Karen.
I mean, you can probably pull the stats up, but I was looking at it earlier with the COVID death rates, basically.
Oh,
And it
yikes.
was there was the spikes versus the recovered versus confirmed. So right now, okay, so let's go to United States of COVID. Where we got here, US. I can spell, can't I? Nope, not Turkmenistan. No. So there is 4.25 million confirmed cases. There was an additional 65,000 in the last couple of days. There's
Oh.
150,000 deaths.
150,000 people have died.
150,000 worldwide.
Yeah.
There is 645,000 in one country. They are winning COVID by all means.
Yep.
If this is a high score, you've got it.
Oh.
You know,
Hey, look, at least they're first in the world for something, for the greatest country.
sure.
So-
Yeah.
Complexity, you got
It's
COVID
okay.
now. In the arcade game of COVID, you can write USA. You know, that's fine. You win. Now calm the fuck down.
Oh boy. Yeah, it does make you
The funny
mad.
thing about this whole situation, even though it's not funny, is everyone in America was like, "Oh, it's not gonna hit us," right? Seeing everything happening in all the other countries, right? Everyone's like, "Oh, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna wear a mask, this and that," and they're talking about how it's not gonna get that bad. Now look at where we are. It's much worse than everyone was like, "Oh, this is bad."
I didn't realize the stat was that bad. Actually, boy oh boy. I'd seen the worldwide number. I didn't realize 150,000 of those
Yeah.
are in the greatest country on earth.
Like, and
Boy.
for I suppose a small reference to Australia. Australia has 14,000 confirmed cases, or just shy of. We've recovered 9,000, and only 145 deaths.
Which
America
is still
has
a lot, but yeah.
1,000 times the amount of 1,000 times. How
Like, I know that there's more people there, but yeah, like if you were to water it down and make it like a per capita sort of deal, I think you'll find that that's still a very unfavorable stat. Yeah, yikes. And look, it's no surprise as to why it's still like that. We see viral clips all the time at the moment of Karen. I don't know, she appears everywhere, getting mad because she's told to leave Walmart because she's not wearing a mask. Yeah.
Well, there's other stuff going on too. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's a such thing called COVID-19 parties. And what it is college kids and high school kids that are basically getting together at parties, going to like beach houses, just getting whatever they can, and they're bringing people who are infected, and they're making a pot. They're throwing all their money into a
You've
pot.
got to be
Whoever gets
kidding
infected
me.
first gets the pot. Nope, it's actually happening. It's in Florida. It's in California. It's all over the place. The United States. Yeah, Florida's the big place right now. That's
Nope.
the hotspot.
I
Am
quit.
I,
I quit.
Like, am I not confused?
I've had enough.
Am I not even slightly surprised that Florida is involved in that?
can you
Oh, that's a party state.
Oh boy.
how can you be that fucking stupid?
Oh.
How?
America, fuck yeah.
These are probably anti-vaxxers too. I'm sorry. I'm going to take that shot. Oh.
No, you won't. If you're an anti-vaxxer, you won't take the shot.
Precisely. Oh boy. Now in chat, talking. Well, I guess you talk more about the lockdown in Australia, Harlot. If you spent your COVID time taking holidays and hiking and the like rather than saving it, you're silly. Whereas us essential workers are still working and seeing you enjoy your holidays. Yeah, I guess. Well, during the lockdown, you couldn't go hiking and whatnot. It wasn't really a holiday at all. But unless you're talking about me, Harlot, in which case I actually took an actual holiday from work, like as in I took leave from working. So that's why I went out hiking and carrying on and whatnot. So yeah, definitely wasn't receiving anything other than my usual leave sort of salary deal. Anyway, yeah, boys. So my head's scrambled. I can't deal with this. 150,000 people have died in one country. And then in that same country, you've got, Karen refusing to wear a mask at Walmart. And then you've got college kids who just don't, they're actually having parties to spread COVID and amongst each other and themselves. Yep. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And then, so I guess to chalk it up, guys, there's no end in sight in the United States right now. And it sounds like you're not getting much help while you're unable to work.
And we might have touched on this 2 weeks ago, is that this is how things are going to go in America, is that they are going to fall like the Roman Empire. You know, they are going to crumble from within due to bureaucracy, due to inner powers fighting, struggling for power, because there'll be this vacuum will happen, right? And then external forces will go, they're weakened, go now. And either very publicly or very subtly or with subterfuge, somehow, they'll be taken from external forces and the Western power will crumble.
See, the problem with that is if that happens, we're allied to America, so we will have to go to their aid.
I don't think so. I think we'll be like,
I mean, if they go to war.
I don't think it'll happen quick. It'll either happen really quick that we won't actually recognize until it's either too late, or it's a point where it'll just happen suddenly. Either Russia will all of a sudden own America, and it says, "Oh, no, it's done now. We can't go back and change it." Putin owns them. There's now North Russia there, and there's the southern states or something like that. Like,
you think Russia and not China?
I don't know what would be worse.
Oh, well, I don't know. I say China
honestly,
because
everyone that comes over here is gonna get sick.
No one's.
It's like, let's invade America. Oh fuck, we're dying from COVID.
Yeah.
You know what though? They'll be fine. All they have to do is wear a mask and wash their hands.
Yikes. Well, the Chinese have that down.
China should just send the bubonic plague to America.
The bubonic plague's already in America.
Yeah, pretty much.
But like,
no, seriously, don't touch a squirrel. Don't go anywhere near a squirrel over there. I'm not joking. Long story short, I was on holiday in Bali. I was watching Monsters Inside Me on cable while in my hotel room. And in the episode of Monsters Inside Me, this little girl caught the bubonic plague from poking a squirrel with a stick.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What?
Some ticks that were, inhabiting the dead squirrel. They jumped up and, bit her on the ankle, and she caught the bubonic plague. While hanging out at Yellowstone National Park, in fact. Anyway, I just wanted to flex on my ability to retain information, guys. There it is right there. No, the bubonic plague is already there, was the point. Has been for a long time, but obviously.
They had a peak in cases in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the stats now.
See, Serena knows you just don't go near squirrels, like... She's savvy. I assume that everybody else over there knows that too. No matter how cute they are, just leave them alone.
It's like possums in the US and Australia. They are vastly different. We have possums, you have opossums.
Oh, yeah.
Gnarly, angry-looking motherfuckers.
Yeah,
They're angry. They are so angry. They hiss at you and everything.
Here, they're adorable.
Yeah,
Some
they
of the
are.
weirdest little things.
Yeah.
They're so cute here.
I was
So do you
taken
read
aback
them
the
all
first
once?
time an American
Like
freaked
little
out
nuts.
when I said that there was a possum in like the roof or something. They were like, "Oh my god, get out!" I was like, "What? It's just a possum. Like, we just got to make sure it doesn't die up there. We're fine." Because, you know, that shit stinks. But they're like, no, that's the least of your worries. Thinking that it's a possum like what we have here. Over there, should I say. But yeah, no, possums are scary. Possums are scary. American
Right.
possums, that is. Mind you, there are a lot of other things here that we have that you don't need to worry about. Our snakes, for instance.
What was that? Sorry, you got out there.
Oh, did I? Can you hear me now?
What? Yeah, you know, but they're
Yeah.
saying that one word. What do you have to worry about?
Our snakes.
The snakes.
Yeah, like you have a very deadly snake, but it warns you before it bites you. Like, we don't have that luxury. Like, you can't even see the motherfucker half the time before you step on it.
Yeah,
And you
that's
will die
terrifying.
if it bites you.
And we had like a brown snake nest that lived under the house near like the outhouse. So you generally kind of like go to the snake, just peek out a little bit just to make sure that he wasn't gonna fucking like run at you while you're trying to get to the fucking toilet. Like, oh man, no, you don't try and move those fuckers. Like that's their home.
No, don't. Trying to wrangle the dog. No, stop. He's got this
So, like,
huge
I use a
tail.
quick stats.
and it just
Australia has around
hits.
140 species of land snake and 32 species of sea snake.
Sick.
Some 100 of those are venomous, although 12 are likely to inflict a wound that could kill you.
Oh shit.
I'm
There you
guessing
go.
Australia is definitely
That's enough.
You know the scariest part? A regional hospital is unable to like keep enough anti-venom
Yeah.
that will actually like treat a bite. So yeah, because it goes out of date so quickly, and I don't know, most people out that live rurally, they're pretty savvy, so they don't expect bites to come in. So yeah, obviously they keep it, but they don't keep as much. And it's
Yeah.
usually, I don't know, might be enough to treat a child if they get bit.
Yeah.
So, if you get
another
bit,
story from the country.
yeah,
My mum got bitten by a spider. Didn't know if it was deadly or not because, you know, like there are quite a few spiders, like garden spiders, as an example, look like whitetails.
oh,
Just generally, you know, just slightly different in terms of their marking. So sometimes it's very hard to tell the difference. So she cooped it up in a container and she waited and, you know, didn't go to the hospital. She was just like, yeah, you know what? Like if I die, it's a whitetail. If I don't, it's a garden spider. It's fine, whatever.
yeah,
It's like, Mum.
Jeez.
why not?
You don't know when the rot starts coming in.
Exactly. So, like, you know, in the country, you kind of just like, yeah, whatever. Like, if it happens, it happens.
Actually,
So,
I
like,
remember my dad doing something like
Yeah.
that. My dad got bit by a spider. Well, I was a kid. I remember this. And yeah, he was like, I'm feeling pretty unwell. I'm just going to go and take a nap on the couch. Here's what I want you to do, son. Every say 20 minutes, can you just come and like check to make sure there's still breath coming out of my nostrils? And if there isn't, then you should probably call an ambulance. Yeah, how old was I? Like 9.
Yeah,
Love you, Dad,
different
if you're
breed,
watching,
hey.
by the way.
We're just like,
Oh, yeah.
You got your redbacks. Your white tips are your really bad ones. They're the ones you're talking about, Cash. Like, there was it necrotizing fasciitis is what they give you?
Yes. So those
Yeah.
of you, it sounds bad, necrotizing fasciitis, and it is bad. It literally means like flesh eating or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and that's what it is. Your flesh just eats away
ooh.
from
Yep,
it.
it is bad.
It's a
Do
bad
not
time.
Google it.
Oh well, don't Google it at work.
Just don't Google it at all. You will not eat dinner for a week.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We're not going to bring any images up anyway because I not long ago ate, as you guys know. These poor guys got tortured to the sound of me eating KFC while we're.
Oh man, I was having a good time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he loved
Man,
that. It
it
was
was
like
the
an
sound
ASMR
of
sort of sound. It was
pasta
like
being
crunch,
stirred.
crunch, crunch. Yeah. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna sit down for a little while now.
Damn.
But so economic relief. The story over here is this. I think I saw through the week they were extending job seeker payments in Australia until sometime next year. So good work, excellent news. United States government. I'm not sure who's responsible for this stuff over there. Maybe it's the governors. Maybe it's POTUS. Maybe it's Congress. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's all of those people. Either or, doesn't really matter. Get your fucking shit together, guys. Okay, like you've mismanaged containing this virus. Okay, don't mismanage getting your people through your initial fuck up. Okay, stop trying to blame everybody else. Sure, the virus did come from somewhere else. Okay, but look, you didn't contain it when it got to where you are, and look, you have to pay. Like that's just how it works. Everybody's going to be in debt by the time this is all said and done, and by everybody I mean every government economy is just going to be trash. That's just how it is. You have no way out of that. Do the things now. Otherwise, you're not going to have anybody to run an economy. Well, next year probably, at the rate you're going. Yeah. By the way, Srena, I don't know, as soon as you're able to get a ticket to Canada or Australia, like, you're welcome. Come on through. We'll get you out of there, girl. Boy, oh boy, you deserve that that lifeline, believe you me. But, yikes. Guys, any further words on, the situation here, there, anywhere else in the world? Is there anyone in chat not from a first world country that wants to share your situation? I have a story I just remembered, but anyone else got something before we sort of start to move on?
That doesn't answer. I know one of my viewers is in Brazil, and it is a shit fest over there. Similar to I suppose maybe inverse to. So how America is testing heaps, and they're saying all the cases, right? And they're like, oh, we'll just test less. So from what I understand, Brazil is not testing at all, right? Or they're lying about their numbers, saying everything is fine, when really it is just hell in a handbasket, and everything is closed. It's just a shit fight. They're fucked over there. Every time I talk to him on chat, he's like, yeah, it's just another shit day. I can't go outside. I can't do this. I'm like going insane. Like, I can't do anything for the guy except for offer him, do you want to talk about it, or do you want to be distracted? It's just like, just distract. Just get away from that situation.
Oh boy. Yeah, there's two types of dealing with things generally. There is talking about it, or a distraction. I really like how you narrow that down. How about you, Cash? Any stories from your viewership or?
No, not really. It doesn't help that I haven't really been streaming recently.
You're like, they probably have told me. I don't know. I'm not shaming you for not
I do
streaming.
generally kind of try to keep chat nice and lighthearted and just more wholesome than anything else. So like if they do want to come in and talk about that, that's all right. But most of them generally just come in to have a bit of a banter, some laughs, forget about their worries.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, those sorts of discussions take place in my DMs anyway. I don't know. Like people hang out on my streams. You know what it's like. It's very wholesome. It's a good time.
So many as well.
Yeah, we don't usually go into topics like this. It's like everything's terrible. We're fucked. Like Serena, how about you?
So I haven't really heard much. Most people just usually check in with what's going on in America and seeing how everything is with us and everything like that.
Well, unfortunately, I have a story from Colombia. I was telling you about this before we went online, Serena. Yeah, that's right. People watch us in Colombia. How about that? No, I shouldn't be laughing because it's actually really, really terrible what's happening. So in very large portions of the country, the cartels are actually enforcing lockdown. Now, you can only imagine. Yeah, Kasha. Well done. Thank you, by the way, cartels. Except, actually, no, not thank you at all. Because here's how they're enforcing it. If they see somebody outside, they kill them. And they they leave their remains in the street for everybody to be warned not to go outside. Yeah, yikes. So that's what's happening over there. So if you are in Colombia, I haven't seen that person in chat today, so I hope you're okay. But yeah, look, if you are in Colombia just generally and you're watching this, maybe you're watching this on YouTube, I don't know. Yeah, please don't go outside, for the love of God. Boy, oh boy. Now, let's move on to hopefully something that's a little... Yeah, oh no, actually, this is another bad topic. This is another bad topic. Yikes.
Like, I hate this one.
Yikes. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. So, moving on to this. Trollbots on Twitch and Discord. Now, I'll share with you a story... because it actually happened while we were here, while we were streaming here on the podcast. My Discord got hit by 4. I counted 4 total trollbots, and well, within about a minute, I was able to deal with it. But yeah, here's the deal: out there today, bots exist. They're on the internet. They do things. Hell, I have a bot modding my chat right now. Like, they're very helpful sometimes. Other times they're used for evil. There's follow botters out there. God, I hope that never happens here. And really, I wish it wouldn't happen to anybody. We've seen that happen. I consider follow bots a form of troll bot myself. But also, there are advertising bots. They appear in your chat. They want to make you famous, usually, is the message you get. But the worst of these, troll bots, I don't always know their intentions, why they come after who they come after. Sometimes somebody is certainly sending them or gunning for somebody, and they send a troll bot into a Discord server. But they do happen. And yeah, it happened a couple of weeks ago. There was probably a segment you would have caught me probably like this. Yeah, for, I don't know, about a minute. And what that was, guys, so what I will describe exactly what happened. So within 2 seconds, 4 users appeared in the Raptor Nation Discord and immediately started spamming a disgusting image over and over again in every single channel. Every single text channel just got hit with it. Now, what they don't realise is as soon as they're banned, you're able to immediately delete every post they've made ever. So, you move in and banned. But, yeah, yikes. Wasn't very pleasant because unfortunately it's usually a human being that has to manage that situation when it does arise, unless you've got protections in place. Dow, you had something happen.
Yeah. So I think mine happened a couple weeks before it hit you. Same thing. I was live on stream, and I remember just seeing in the chat saying, "Check your DMs. This is how, like, check Discord." I'm like, what? And I think you, Coop, noticed first, and you messaged one of my mods, Dowsy.
I wish I could claim that responsibility.
Sorry, it was Breakup. My apologies.
Yeah.
I get you with Breakup.
We're both
You're both
very
ridiculously
men.
gorgeous, ripped men. I just get you mixed up, okay?
I don't think my muscles are that big, but Breaker's a beast if you've seen him. Go check him out, guys. But yeah, anyway, that's beside the story. Go on.
Yeah, and he notified Dowsy, and it turns out the same thing. There was a user posted, I don't want to say what it is, but it was just disgusting images that you would expect to see on, like, the deep web in, like, 2008. Really horrific stuff.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it was bad, and that's why my Discord is now fairly locked down. Like, you can get access. Yeah, I've got Yagbot now, and if you don't verify within 20 minutes you're human, you're kicked.
That's amazing.
I hate having to do it. I hate it because I lose so many people coming to Discord. They jump in, they're there for 2 minutes, they kick, they get shitty probably because they kicked, and then they never come back. I message them like, you just have to verify you're human because we got fucked up by bots. And That is infuriating that I now have to say during almost every one of my streams, you'll get a message DM from a bot from my Discord. Let it know who you're a human. You better pass. And like
Yeah.
we've had to take other steps. Like I think there's 3 levels of authentication you have to have now to get in. It's like you have to have Twitch, you have to be over a certain age, you have to be verified, plus have to see a human. So 4 levels of authentication just to get in the Discord. That is stuffed up because some fuckwit who got banned from a channel
Yeah.
has this incel hate on and is like, I'm gonna fuck you up. You have some bad images.
Was there? I've been meaning to ask you, Dal. So the bots that hit me, there was actually an image of an individual on each account. Did you have that's like? Did you see?
No,
Did you, no. Yeah. I took
the
note of
Crit
that.
were
Yeah.
quick on it. They like several hundred images got uploaded in about 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh
And-
boy.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
Luckily, like you were saying, when you ban a user, every message they've ever written is deleted. The one downside of that is that when you go to report them to Discord,
The evidence is gone.
the evidence is gone.
Yeah.
And you can also do it in developer mode, which I can show you how later.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's
Yeah, I don't know, because you want to remove it ASAP because you do have, I don't know, for us, we have a duty to the members of our communities in our Discord. So you want to remove it ASAP. You don't think to screenshot something, and I definitely don't want to screenshot what was in mine. Yeah, so, but yeah, I don't know, maybe Discord would like you to screenshot it before you go deleting everything.
Problem is, it
oof.
won't actually work. If you screenshot it, it doesn't matter because the way it
Oh,
works to
really?
report someone, you have to go into developer mode, then
Oh,
grab 3 separate IDs: your server ID, the message ID, and a secondary user ID.
that's nuts.
So yeah, user,
I had
server,
no
and message ID. That's it. Yeah. So you can screenshot it. Won't make a difference because you can change your name.
That's impressive.
Yeah. But
Well,
like you said, you don't want to keep a message like that or like several images.
no, exactly. I don't want that shit
thing.
on my computer. Like, yeah. Boy, oh boy. How about you guys? Cash. I don't know. I'm in both of your Discords. I haven't seen anything, but yeah. Have you had such a situation?
I've been quite lucky, but like I've also noticed I haven't had a bot come in my chat since like my first stream. So I've been very, very lucky there. And yet so far my Discord has been quite safe. We haven't had anyone come in and troll or like any bots come in and do that yet. So it's pretty good. But generally like so I'm always paying attention to the notifications that come from my Discord. It's just to make sure, because like I don't really have anyone modding it but me because there's not enough people in there to like do that. So I'm trying to just make sure that it stays like a nice, safe, wholesome place for everyone that's in there because, you know, it's what it's meant for.
Yeah.
Serena, your Discord's just sort of starting up. So far you're pretty safe,
Yeah.
girl. I guess you're just hearing
Yeah, I'm
cautionary
pretty safe.
tales right now.
Pretty much the people who helped me set it up, they made it. So I don't know if you saw in the beginning when you join my Discord, it says that you have to accept it. Kind of like how Dal has the thing where you have to accept it to actually get into the Discord, and bots come to find out can't accept stuff like that, so they can't actually get into Discord unless somebody invites a bot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I did see that when I went in there. Actually, I forgot to. Yeah, it also works on lazy idiots. It turns out because I forgot to go and do that. So I was like, oh, there's not much going on in your Discord, Serena, and then I left, and turns out I hadn't verified myself. So so when I did verify myself, yeah, it's all actually happening in there. It's looking good, by the way. Now. A question that Dow asked me through the week. Dow, do you remember that question, or do you want me to repeat it?
No idea. Can't recall. I don't know what happened this morning.
Oh boy. Wait, what did I have for breakfast? No, I'm joking. So earlier on this week, I was hanging out in Dow's stream because I'm just in everyone's stream always. Oh yeah. So I don't know. You ever notice he doesn't turn his chair much? That's because there's someone crouching right behind him. No, but look, homoerotic dialogue aside, guys. The question that Dow put to me, we were actually talking about precisely this issue, that his Discord had been hit and that mine had been hit. And what he sort of asked was, Coop, I wonder what larger streamers do. Like the big guys, the people, you know, like what do we have? Like just over 1,000 followers each now. So like we're doing all right, but we're not huge. There are people out there, you know, like the Doctor Disrespects and the Amarants and all of those, the Pokemanes, that you know they're definitely like up on a pedestal. They have a lot of attention on them, and you know what? They don't always receive love. They definitely have some haters.
Yeah.
What do they do? Because you know, if guys like us cop troll bots in our Discord,
Yeah.
and I saw in chat Harlot mentioned Skitty Marks had what did he get? Oh, a potential follow bot by the looks of things. So yeah, if we're getting them, I don't know why anyone would gun at us, but those guys definitely are going to receive haters and people gunning for them with troll bots, with follow bots, with the like. So, look, what I did was, some people I know, some people, I don't know, I think maybe they've seen my name once. So what I was actually able to do was reach out to a couple of streamers, and a couple of them came back to me. So I'm able to tell you guys what some people do to protect their communities when they are larger, when, you know, they're dealing with a Discord of like thousands of members, what sort of protection they have in place. So I'll name two that would probably be okay with me naming them, and then just talk generally if that's okay. First one was QT Cinderella. So QT Cinderella's Discord server is actually Me6 managed. Uses very much a very similar setup to what Serena's mentioned. So if you are a fan of QT Cinderella, who is she? Well, she's actually a very large partnered Twitch streamer, for those of you that don't know. Pretty cool person. I'm not going to plug her too much more than that, because honestly she doesn't need it. But yeah, you go on into a Discord, yeah, you'll be greeted by Me6. He'll have you stuck on a rules page, and there's like a pinned post. You have to scroll down and yeah, acknowledge that with an emote. Once you've done that, then oh wait, I think there's a timer as well. So you acknowledge it, and then you've got to wait a minute, I think it is, and then I think that's what she said. Yeah, a minute, and then it allows you to then access the rest of the server, and then there's the usual permissions and things that are set up, depending on whether or not you're a sub and so on and so forth. So that's how she manages it, and you know what? I haven't seen or heard of her getting botted in a while. So well done, QT Cinderella. The other person, another example that I'll share with you guys, and I saw in chat, who was it? Harlot talked about some, yes, Discord actually has its own moderation settings. So in the Discord app itself, in settings, you can go to moderation and you can set up a level of just standard moderation for your server. And that is what Austin uses in his Discord. So Austin, previously known as Raj Patel, very large partnered streamer again, well known for his variety streams. So yeah, what Austin does is he actually has level 4 Discord moderation set up if you want to chat in his server. So you need to have verified your Discord account by mobile number. That is, yeah, you need to share your mobile number with Discord and verify that way to be able to chat in Austin's Discord. So that's how he combats that. If somebody wants to come after him, then they need to state their mobile number on it. Pretty smart, actually. Pretty clever.
It's very smart.
Yeah. and it also counteracts things like, something that was shared with me is it also counteracts things like age concerns. If there's content in your server that you don't want minors accessing, for instance, look, you can't completely rule it out, but a child is less likely to have a mobile than, say, somebody of age that ought to be, in there hanging out. So, pretty, as I said, pretty clever. I myself, I've got Me6 set up in there now. And I've also got Nightbot. Also working away. I think Dow tried to post something just before, and Nightbot policed him. No, it only allows Twitch and Twitter links, I think, at the moment.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure I could send you some pretty gnarly Twitter links. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can. Oh yeah, I said I think. I can't remember. I remember I definitely allowed Twitch because
Right.
we share clips in there. But yeah, and YouTube definitely too. Because we have YouTube uploads. But yeah, anyway, so those are some examples, and yeah, a lot of people use those very same settings actually. Me6, Nightbot, all of the likes. They all sort of appear. So.
We've upgraded to Yagbot now, or YAGPDB. It's quite powerful, really good, and you get a lot more. I'm doing a plug for Yagbot now, but they're a lot more powerful, and you have a lot more customization with it. So with Me6, unless you pay a premium, you can't have it advertise people who've gone live for you, right? So it'll say your favorite streamer has gone live.
Right.
Only one, unless you pay an extra like $20 a month. Yagbot, it's all part of it, and it's got better options, better UI. I found it really good, and you have all those different things. I don't know. I find Yagbot really good, really easy to use. My plug is over.
And so you can check out Yagbot at http. No, I'm joking. I've got no fucking idea. No, I think I did see it working away in your stream. Not in your stream, in your Discord, I meant to say. And well, Dow's is actually a very happening Discord. Mate, yeah, I was in there. When was I in there? Last night. I was in there last night. Yeah, that's right. a lot of folks be chatting. A lot of folks be talking. Like your voice channels are very, very busy. So yeah, I guess you got to have something reliable. If you're using that, then I guess that is a worthwhile plug. You just saying you use it. Certainly. Well. Another thing that happens on Twitch. I really struggled to rack my brains around it, and I wanted to come back to it because I saw Skitty wasn't hit by it though, was it? Was he? No, I don't think he has. I think I was looking at his channel the other day, and he didn't have a crazy amount of followers or anything. But follow bots, guys, I don't understand. It definitely is a troll. It works, by the way. Unfortunately, actually, you know what? No, it doesn't work. If you're watching it, no. It's not a troll at all. It doesn't work. No, but seriously, why? Why are follow bots? Why?
Why? Just to fuck you over. It actually happened to Baby Bear Plays about 3-4 weeks ago. She got hit with a follow bot on her birthday stream.
Yes, I remember. I didn't see this. I remember the fallout afterwards.
Myself, Crit Happens Gaming, Dow of Z, Breaker, and Baby Bear spent hours manually undoing that because we used Commander Root, which is one of the they're always in your Twitch.
I'm betting the old commanders in here right now. In fact,
every stream there's Commander Root, and one of the features of Commander Root is that if this happens, there's certain scripts you can run to auto remove X followers, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, something went wrong, and she went from the newly 2,000 followers down to 0. It removed every single person she was following.
Oh my god!
Baby
Bear. Not only did it remove them, but it blocked them all as well. So we were all just sitting there, just doing manual /unban name /unban name for hours.
Oh no!
But mods don't have the power to fix it. Only the user. So we we end up getting it. Long story short, Baby had to redo all the hard work again after we gave her like an Excel script with everything, and just like it was fucked. It was ridiculous. So follow bots can just if you're a big streamer with a really big established base, like already in the like I'd say tens of thousands most likely. Anything sub that, you're going to get fucked up by it because it screws up your stats and it ruins your path to partner. If you're above that, it's not as effective, but it fucks up small streamers. If you already got 800,000 followers, follow bots, it's not going to do shit except like bring, bring, constantly in your stream. That's it.
Sorry, I just went and checked Baby Bear's channel. She's still only 181 followers after that's happened.
So after that, we had like a campaign of getting back her followers. She was at 159 before the bot, and she's only just now got back to like to this new number. So,
okay. Well.
Yeah.
Look, quickly, I'm just going to take a moment. Give me a sec.
Sure. You taking selfies, Cash?
No.
Oh, can I take a selfie? Oh, actually, I'm going to take a selfie.
His Steam account.
We'll
Selfie
do this.
time. Hang on. I'm just gonna. Yeah. We can. Hey guys, how you doing?
Wait. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, that looks pretty sexy. Okay, that's going to Instagram later.
Do the boomer thing, you know?
That is going to Instagram later. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
back to getting serious.
Hang on. I'm just going to quickly, if the Bell plays, I'm saving that. Because he's like,
oh, that is hot.
So don't worry, I got myself doing it. Don't you worry. I've got me doing it.
You've got you doing it.
I've got it as a live post. I'm going.
Okay, very quickly, I'm just going to mute the rest of you guys from the stream because I gotta do this. Okay. Listen, fuckers. Baby Bear Plays. All right, you just heard what happened to Baby Bear Plays. If that was you, if you were in control of that follow bot, fuck you. Honest to God, fuck you, you motherfucker. I don't know, I've not really hung out with Baby Bear much, but I'll tell you what, in the interactions I have had with her, one of the loveliest people on Twitch. Seriously, super wholesome, super amazing, just everything. Probably the least deserving of treatment like that. So guys, is there a mod paying attention right now? Serena, if you're listening right now, could you please give a shout out to Baby Bear Plays in chat? And everybody watching this right now, in fact, if you are watching this on YouTube right now, I want you to go onto Twitch TV and I want you to follow Baby Bear Plays. Okay, maybe I'll just do this myself. Serena can't hear me. So how does it go? It goes Baby Bear Plays. I think that's how you spell it. Yes. Okay, there you go. Right there. Right here, YouTube. Baby Bear Plays. Okay. Has it come up? Has it come up on the thing? It will. Follow Baby Bear Plays on Twitch TV. I'm going to put this in the description on the YouTube video, but if you are watching this right now, there's 32 of you, okay, watching this. Some of you maybe already do follow Baby Bear. So I don't know, I'll subtract it. I'll say I expect at least 20 new follows on Baby Bear's account by the time we finish the stream. Also, just while I'm here, Demon BBX, you followed about half an hour ago. My guy, sorry, I can't always acknowledge shit when the podcast is on, but hey, thank you very much for the follow and welcome to Raptor Nation, my dude. Always have time for you. Okay, let's go back. We're back. Now let me just turn. Oh, you fuck. Okay, never mind. We're back here. Dalduros, you. Okay, let me give you some background to this, guys. Before we started streaming, I was well, I was chatting away to Dow and Srena, eating some KFC. So Dow, very nice person he is. He's redeemed 10 burpees. Yikes! I don't want to. I just ate a whole bunch of chicken. Dow. Oh, 10 burpees. Who set these channel rewards? Okay, Kylo, I might have to kick the dog out. Give me a sec. Hey, bud, yeah, I need you to get up and get out. Off you go. As soon as I get started, he's going to want to help, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, fuck you, Dow. Boy, oh boy. All right, you can come back in. I mean, be cool, but you can come back in. There we go. Now, let's unmute Dow so that I can berate him some more. Fuck you, Dow! Oh, boy. Let me just bring... There we go.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. I can feel those calories burning
I'm
away.
helping you work off that KFC, mate.
Burning away as we speak. Anyway, had to get that out of my system, guys. And again, I say, follow Baby Bear Plays now. Do that. All right. So, absolutely devastating. I've seen it happen to another friend of mine. She got hit with like 14k. A follow bot just hit her with...
Oh my gosh.
Oh. And probably the most devastating part about it was this. She was in the middle of a partner push. Yeah, so... Yeah, massive yikes. Now, well, I haven't really caught up on the outcome of it. The last I'd heard was she'd emailed Twitch with a list of the bot accounts, like individually. So she and her mods went through and itemized each individual bot rather than go the commander route. And yeah, last I'd heard, she was just waiting on a response from them. But yeah, yikes. Because you can imagine when you apply to the partner program, Twitch definitely vet your channel. They check your followers and whatnot to see just how legit you are. If you're illegitimate, if you're a small streamer out there and someone follow bots you with 14,000 followers, don't then go and apply to Twitch for the partner program. It's not going to go down okay. But yeah, absolutely devastating. And look, I don't know. A little while ago, we were just having a crazy time. People were asking me if I was on a partnership push. I wasn't. I was just vibing. I haven't done a partnership push, but what I do know is this. They are hectic. You devote a lot of time and energy into pushing for partnership. You stream a lot and for long periods of time. I would be pretty pissed if something like that happened to me while I was on a partner push. Again, I repeat, not on a partner push. Haven't been on a partner push. Won't be for a long time. But all the same, guys. So, do you think that there will be, we can protect our Discord servers, we can protect our channels and everything like that to the extent that it's possible, but do you think that there will be a more advanced mechanism for combating these bots down the track? Do you think that there should be?
There definitely should be.
There should be, but the question is how. For example, how do you distinguish a follow bot from a huge raid? Like, say someone big raids you with 10,000 people, right? Tim the Tap Man has just finished his stream. He's got 25,000 people following him, watching his stream. He then drops all of those onto some guy with 2 viewers in just chatting. They get like instantly 10, 15,000 followers from that. How do you distinguish it? Is it just you go, oh, they're from a raid, it must have been, or is it like a follow bot mixed in with a raid? How do you distinguish it? What do you do? I'm hoping there's a way. There should be a way, some sort of mechanism to safeguard, but how?
Yeah, I don't know. I struggle to get my head around how they developed the bots to begin with. Sorry, go on. Do you have a...
I was going to say, it looks like it's all done through a very shit name generator, right? When we were removing all of those ones that hit Baby Bear, they were all probably like the same 10 or 15 first names and another 15, 20 last names, and then they're just different versions with numbers afterwards.
That's so stupid.
It's just a name generator with an email generator, most likely. And that's probably it.
Yeah.
And someone's got a Python script just making them all.
So they also generate proxy email addresses or something.
That's my guess. Is it goes username, full username, password, create email, boom, done.
Okay, and I suppose you can automate that, and it just does it too.
It would take a coder probably no time at all to make something like a name generator.
Yeah, right. Gotcha.
Right.
Yikes. Yeah, I'm watching the cat in Serena's box. It's pretty cute. Oh boy. Oh. I don't know. Because you're talking about, the largest streaming platform on the planet, right? Right now, that's what Twitch is. I get Discord is still working on things. It's not there yet. It'll tell you that itself. It's still very good to use. That's why we use it, obviously. But yeah, okay, so Twitch, largest streaming platform on the planet, owned by the Amazon Corporation, one of the biggest companies on the planet right now. If not the biggest. I find, and you think about the technological advancements that Amazon make with other elements of their business. Okay, you think about things like, we had the mute bot that we had before, DMCA was enforced differently on Twitch. We previously had the mute bot, so there was like a bot or something that would automatically detect copyrighted music in your VODs, and it would mute them while that song was playing. Like, it would just mute the VOD. So you think about that, like we have that sort of shit going on, or that was going on, still going on, and we don't have a means for preventing an automated Twitch account from, or not even one. Okay, I get it, but several. Like, as you said, they weren't particularly sophisticated in how they generated the names. It was like the same name. I'm going to presume they're all started at the same time. Like the accounts were created around the same time, or close to each other. Yeah, like there's no mechanism in place to stop that. Like, I think about like a bank, right? A bank has mechanisms in place to stop fraud and to stop money laundering and stuff like that. And that includes preventing proxies. They detect them and they shut them down, or they report them. Do we really believe that Twitch can't do the same sort of thing?
The difference between a DCMA bot picking up a song via like audio recognition algorithms and picking up usernames, granted, I don't know the technology to be required, but you'd be looking at...
I'll be right back.
You're right.
No worries. Like the cross-referencing names with IP addresses, with MAC addresses, with locations. Who knows how many steps you have to take, how involved a follow bot is, how much is put into it.
Here's what I'm sort of getting at. I know what you mean. Like, yeah, I use the audio bot as an example, but what I'm getting at is like something that does identify a trend, right? And those things exist in the world. It's automated. with your insurance company, for instance. You lodge a claim with your insurance company for, I don't know, something burning down. There's something automated that picks up the fact that something is being burned down and flags it as a potential fraud, because let's face it, there's enough people out there that when times are tough, they just burn it all down. So that's why that happens. They don't decline whatever it is that you've lodged, but what they do is they then ask more questions. So what I'm getting at is this: if, say, there was a similar sort of mechanism, let's just say Twitch identified a trend in usernames, all of a sudden in a very short space of time, there was a very similar username appearing in Accountage. After the first, I don't know, 100, let's just say, what if that trend was identified and you easily could identify it within 100? And then for the next however many that come along, it picks it up, it says, hey, can you please verify with your mobile number or something? You know what I mean? Go that extra step, ask those extra questions to verify that you're a human being. The same sort of, steps I have in place, simple, like most websites you go into where they ask you to do the weird little puzzle thing to identify that you're a human being. Why doesn't it do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get that. And maybe that should just be the default, is that whenever you create an account for a certain thing, you have to do it. Maybe it's too easy to make an account.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's not... well, because...
Or you give
bot,
a certain level... Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, bots are super obvious. You know them when they appear, right? As you mentioned, like, just trying to see, aside from Commander Root, who are there any in here? I think there's one I see sometimes called Another TV Viewer. I don't know what that is. I can't see any bots in here. Sometimes I do spot them though. And they're very, very obvious because they have, like, I don't know, you see sometimes, like, yeah, the same name with something, or it's just like a series of letters or a series of numbers and A. I've seen those appear. They stick out. They really stick out, bots. So I feel like that would be a very easy way of managing it. Do Twitch have... Well, I think that Twitch would have a problem with bots, right? Because, well, if you're talking about like a view bot, for instance, it makes a mockery of ad roll. So they don't want to be paying out what they don't have to to a streamer for ad roll. Twitch, if you're... I don't know, I didn't see a mod in there, but if somehow someone from Twitch is watching this or listening, sees this somehow on YouTube, maybe, I don't know, do fucking something about it. Yikes.
At them on Twitter after this.
Yeah, just at. Yeah, hey, someone clip this and at Twitch support for us, would you?
Exactly.
Anyway, look. Anybody else got some crazy stories or thoughts on that? Anyone disagree with me?
Yeah. No, I agree with you. What I was saying before is you could make it like several levels of watching streamers. Like, if you're purely a viewer, when you're creating your account, you can select viewer only, and maybe it's that you can just watch an account. I won't stop view bots, but maybe it'll negate follow bots. So if you want to engage in conversation, you have to do certain levels of authentication. Fuck it, that should be the default. Every time you create an account for anything now, absolutely anything, you must do a capture. You must do are these streetlights? Is that a lamp? Is that a fire hydrant? Yeah. Always. That maybe just that level of authentication.
Well, it's on most things anyway. Like, yeah. It's weird that it's not there. Yeah.
I mean, what's it now is that you create your name, your password, and then you get a confirmation email.
Yeah.
That's kind of it.
That's literally it. Yeah.
Add that second level of you need to be a human to get past this.
Yeah, and I guess I don't agree, but I present the devil's advocate counterpoint to it. They want to make it as easy as possible for people to access their platform, I guess, is why it isn't like that right now. But how hard is it to click a fucking fire hydrant? Like, I mean, just, yeah. And I get a kick out of it. You know, you click the thing. Sometimes it makes you do another one. And it's like, oh yeah, there's the things. And then you get to click a shiny blue button that says, I am not a robot.
Yeah.
It makes me chuckle. It makes me chuckle. I like it. I
feel
enjoy it.
validated as a human.
I really, like, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, I'm just going to keep on ranting if we don't move on, guys. So let's move on. Because, yeah, last thing we need is another Coop rant.
Hashtag Coop rants.
Finally, we have a happy topic, by the way. Okay, so through the week we had a trailer drop for, well, I don't know, is it a big deal of a game? Is it not? Cash. Yeah, I'm glad that you get to join us for this one, Cash. So those of you at home that aren't in on it, don't know what that figurine is. Halo.
Better image to.
Oh.
TOS.
Oh my god!
That is awesome.
Yes! Oh, Cash,
That is the
yes!
coolest tattoo I've ever seen, Cash.
Boy, oh boy.
I'm so sorry, Cash.
So,
Why are you sorry?
We'll get to it.
those of you at home that don't know what that was, let me fill you in very quickly. Halo Combat Evolved came out many, many years ago as, well, a revolutionary game in the first-person shooter genre. Changed the way that we play games forever, really. It continued on as just a terrific franchise of video games on the Microsoft Xbox and, of course, on Microsoft's other platform, the PC. It's really existed throughout the gens. It was on the original Xbox, the Xbox 360, and the Xbox One. So right from Halo Combat Evolved, 2, 3, Reach was a very good game. Halo 4, I'm losing track. There are a few others that came in after that. What was the other one? Cash,
There's
help me.
only in 5 as well.
There was 5.
Yeah.
They made a 5. Halo 5. Yeah, a bunch of others. Anyway, you can tell I'm not the resident Halo expert. Last game I played was Halo 4. You can tell because that's where I
Two
stopped.
Halo Wars.
Oh yeah, and there was Halo Wars. Yeah, if you want to count that.
Well, you kind of need to count Halo Wars too. Just that is a part of.
Well, it's in there. It's a game in a franchise. You can tell I didn't like it. Anyway, so why we're talking about it right now, as I said, a trailer came out through the week. I'm assuming we've all watched it for an upcoming game on the next generation of consoles, Halo Infinite. Cash, I can see you just chomping at a bit. Launch into it, girl. Tell us all about it.
Okay, well, so the reason why I say Halo Wars 2 is kind of a part of it is because the Banished are returning. So we're getting a lot more brutes, which the Banished are from Halo Wars 2 with Atriox and all that, like everything. So the two main things, well, there's three main things I noticed in the trailer. We have a grappling hook now, which I'm hella excited for because, you know, one of the scenes of the gameplay is he literally grapples himself towards a brute. Oh, there's four things, sorry. The second one, there's like a drop shield, which like, it just reminds me of the shield Titans put down in Destiny, except you can shoot through it. Then there's also a bunch of new weapons. I'm assuming the handgun that they show in the trailer is the Magnum, and if that is the case, I'm extremely disappointed because how dare they change the design. And the fourth one, brutes can throw grunts at you.
Wait.
Like, I'm so excited to have a suicide grunt
Oh,
thrown
that's
in
what
my
that
face.
was. Yeah, okay. Right. So they can pick those little tiny pieces of shit up and throw them at you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that has become a bit of a meme on Reddit of just like, you know, a suicide grunt flying through the air, which does make me excited. But in the trailer, they showed that the Halo ring is being rebuilt. And that's like, you know, the brutes are telling Chief, you should have guarded it. So the brutes are trying to rebuild this Halo ring, which is a weapon of mass destruction. Like, it will wipe out all life form in a certain radius, which is what they were built for, is to just destroy the flood's food source to hopefully eradicate them from the system, which, as we know, because of Halo 1, didn't work.
Yeah.
So it's like, ooh.
Yeah, so to catch people up, because maybe just give a little more exposition. So the original premise of Halo was this. Halo, the namesake, refers to a bunch of rings.
Yes.
And that's really what the first 3 games revolved around, was the Flood, which was like a plague-like thing. Imagine just really gory shit that spreads without end. And so a ancestral race of things that existed before us, they built the Halo rings to ultimately destroy all life in everywhere, so as to starve out the Flood, because they had no other way of beating the Flood. Because, like I said, it's like the space COVID, guys. So in the first Halo game, you encounter the Flood, as Cash has sort of mentioned there. And it goes throughout the saga of, a bunch of folks trying to then fire up the rings in response to the Flood emerging, which is a great time. Obviously, we make it through. Play the games if you want to know the full story. But what the trailer does allude to for Halo Infinite, those of you that haven't seen it, go and watch it, actually. It looks like, I know, those that are really into Halo definitely are hyped. It sort of takes us back to that story a little bit. The premise is that the rings are being rebuilt, or at least one of them is, that we can see in the trailer. I can't remember. Did we get any form of explanation as to why they were doing that?
Basically to fulfill what the prophets of the Covenant wanted.
That's right, and that was more or less just the rationale we got in Halo 3 anyway, was the prophet just wants you to do that. Boy, oh boy.
Like, complete control over the Covenant. Like, they, do essentially like worship them. Everything that the prophets say, they follow. So like in the first book, as an example, which you don't see much of it in the first game. But so there's actually apparently, if you pay close enough attention in the first game, you can see an elite actually following you, because what happens is, as you're escaping the ship, you do kill an elite, but these grunts see that he's not actually dead, he's just injured, so they take him back to the ship to basically get out of the war, because grunts are the cannon fodder. They're just there to be extra people in the way so that the elites can do more damage. So Yip Yap takes his crew and this elite onto the ship, and then he goes to the prophets and actually asks if he can hunt down Master Chief, because he's like, this is a danger to us, and they give him the okay. He continues to fail, and the prophets are like, what the fuck is the point of you, essentially?
Why do you exist? Yeah Boy, oh boy. Yeah, very well. It's kind of funny that the prophets, after all they've been through, think that they can just send that squad after the chief. You got to send all of your armies at that dude. John is not to be fucked with, guys. Boy, do you see? We got this trailer. Do you see more coming in terms of a marketing effort or some potential content coming out before the game?
To God, there's more, because I'm sorry, I'm playing
Devil's advocate.
I did not enjoy the trailer whatsoever. Not even being an advocate. I'm just saying I did not enjoy it. I'm sorry, but it looked and felt like a MOBA, a mobile game. It looked like a shitty mobile game. The gameplay was clearly a fucking cinematic trailer. The fucking side-scrolling movement was a robot. There was nothing natural about it. The grappling hook was slow. It was ineffective. It felt like they were trying to rip off Doom. It was horrible. The mechanics of the gun was slow, was sluggish. It wasn't good. The grunts AI looked like it was shit. If they say that the up close and personal encounter that we had with the prime antagonist was a pre-release trailer. It wasn't rendered. That is fucking stupid. Because you don't put your antagonist for a fucking monologue in front of the screen 2 inches from his face and say it's a shitty render. No, you make that your best cinematic trailer you've ever given. Take a lesson from Blizzard. Make your cinematic spec-fucking-tacular, because that was a disappointment. I love Halo, and this let me down hard.
I would very
With
much
that
prefer
trailer.
a cinematic trailer like that versus one that's like looks pristine, and then you go to play the game, and the game is just shit in comparison. So I'd prefer,
Sure, and I'll agree with that. I would love, if that's the case, great. I'll eat my fucking words. But if there is going to be, like, in this case, not just a cinematic trailer, but that was a character monologue. It wasn't like, they didn't even state, this is our alpha test stage.
Yeah.
This is just, it's in practice. The devs have been, they're new devs. They're just out of TAFE. They've been doing their wild work for 3 weeks. This is their first check. No. This was their biggest enemy, right? That they've just put in front of us for a massive monologue. We saw all of his teeth in a low poly res that looked like it was a shit mobile game.
Yeah, I have to
thoroughly
agree
disappointed.
with Dal. It did not look good, the close-up. And yeah, given that's what I don't know, is that what we're looking at? Is it a cinematic look, or is that what the character is rendered as in the game? That did have me a little bit.
Cash, we played
admit.
Halo 2 recently. We played Halo 1 CE recently. When you look at the graphics on that remastered Combat Evolved on Halo 2, right? And then you look at that trailer, don't you think, wow, it's okay, but you're not like, whoa, fucking Halo, fuck yeah, Master Chief, fuck some shit up. No, you're just like, all right.
Taken aback on I'm not too fast on graphics because personally I don't have the best eyesight as it is, so even when I wear my glasses
sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that, Cash. I didn't mean to.
So graphics aren't a big thing for me because even with my glasses on sometimes it still is quite blurry for me, so it's for me I'm more into is the story going to be good, and just the fact that they've actually tied Halo Wars into this. So Halo Wars 2 is now a part of the actual canon. It kind of feels like they're salvaging the fuck up they made of Halo 5, because I swear I hated Halo 5. How dare they do that to my baby? But in the trailer, because the part that I watched, it was a 12-minute long thing, so it had the gameplay release that they did, and then a couple other cinematics that they put out, and it.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad. No, not yet. I haven't fed him yet. Okay. So there's a clip, a cinematic trailer of Chief putting an AI chip in the back of his head, and it's Cortana's voice, and they better not be toying with me because I will go after 343.
Oh, yeah.
People will die.
Now,
yeah, but the thing is, from where we left off with Cortana, what has happened?
That's a good
I
send-off.
want it to be good. I want it to be really good.
Now,
And that trailer let me down.
Yeah.
So
well, Dal, first I want to see, Srena, what were your thoughts on the trailer?
So, I haven't really gone into Halo much because it's, a harder game for me to play, but, I played parts of, the first one, right? And so, because, I haven't gotten into the storyline, I can't really say much on storyline. But for me, as, a visual person, the graphics wasn't, something that necessarily grabbed me. If something's going to grab me from a visual standpoint, it has to be, beautiful. I know that's something that we were talking about, but for me, as, a gamer, I like games that are beautiful and, have a good storyline, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So I really don't know what to expect, so I'd actually have to see it, come out to actually have a full assessment. But so far, what I've seen, I don't really like where they're going with the graphics
Yeah.
per se. Like for me personally, I feel like since it's a brand new system and it has all these high definition resolution, I feel like the game should kind of match the systems that they're coming out with. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
wow.
It's not just coming out on the new Xbox, it's also coming out on the current
On
Xbox.
the current
It's coming
gen.
out on
Yeah,
Xbox
yeah,
One,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
new gen,
exactly.
and PC. So the fact that we got a gameplay trailer, they've more than likely run it through either an Xbox One would be or a PC would be what I'm saying.
Oof.
That would be my guess. But that's probably the fact that they're bringing it on Xbox One and the new Xbox. I don't know how they're really going to do that
Well,
because of the graphics difference between the two systems. So are we going to lose out on the new console because it's coming out on Xbox One? Or is it going to run differently on Xbox One because they're setting it for the new system?
well, guys, I keep on saying this is a concern that we have with, and yes, once again, we mention it on the podcast, Cyberpunk 2077 is, at the moment, we know this. The current delay in the release of the game is because they're having performance issues with the game working on older hardware, specifically the current gen Xbox, earlier versions of that Xbox. I'm not going to completely shit on the Xbox, but that's what the problem is.
Yeah.
You're holding up Cyberpunk, so I'm going to hate on you. So that's a concern that we have. If they're nutting out a problem with the game performing on that hardware, do we need to be then concerned about how the game looks and how it performs on the hardware that we really want to be playing it on, which is the next gen? Yeah, I don't know. I do that quick plug for Cyberpunk. We can keep talking about that a little bit later. But coming back to, concerns over Halo. Well, maybe we do need to worry about that. And I guess the only way we're going to know for sure is to wait and see, right? Wait till the game comes out. We're either going to have a really beautiful, well formulated game, which, I mean, more often than not, that's what a Halo game ends up being, perhaps, or we're going to end up with Watch Dogs. We'll wait and see. What interested me about this...
343, it wouldn't surprise me.
What interested me about this, though, is the contrast. Like, we were talking about this earlier, last week, actually, is the difference in marketing between Sony and Microsoft with this next gen of consoles. Sony have very much been plugging PlayStation 5 and all of the games that are coming out on it, what they can do. Like, if I go back to the PlayStation launch, it was a big online event. We had just this crazy trailer. I can't even remember what the game was called, but it was just an immaculate gameplay trailer. And it was a gameplay trailer. This thing, it was photorealistic. It just looked absolutely gorgeous. I compared that event there, coming from Sony, coming with an exclusive title releasing on that console, right? And then, I don't know, for me, and guys, I have my head in a PlayStation cloud, I know this. Maybe more has come from the Microsoft side of things, perhaps it hasn't, I don't know, but I haven't seen it until I saw this Halo Infinite trailer. So, if I'm looking at things from an aesthetic standpoint and a graphical standpoint, I compare that Sony launch and the games that we got to look at on that. And, the one I mentioned isn't the only one. Like, a lot of others have appeared. The Crash trailer, for instance. Crash looks gorgeous. And then I compare it to this Halo trailer. Do we need to be worried? Or, I don't know. What do you guys think? Someone correct me on something there. Like, maybe there's been something else Microsoft-wise.
In this day and age, whilst a story can carry a game, it shouldn't be relied on, right? Microsoft is big enough. 343, they're big enough. Bungie, they're big enough. They can make a game with a great story as well as great graphics. Yes, graphics isn't important to everyone, but for a lot of people, it is. I want to see a beautiful game. I want to be involved in the story of this game.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to draw me in visually as well as it does, like artistically and story-wise. I want to be part of it. I want to make sure that I can see the emotion on Cortana's face when she has to say goodbye to John. I want to see the shrug on someone's shoulders in that high detail. I want to see the sweat on the brow of the prophet when he realizes he's fucked. I want to see that detail. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's not just like, yeah, we can make it pretty. It's proof that they're also loving what they do, that they want to make sure that their game is as beautiful for us as it is to them, right? If this multi-billion-dollar company is not going to try and make this headlining game, one of their crown jewels, a beautiful game, what does that say about them? What kind of what will you hold them to, right? This game, it fucking made them, basically, right? Everyone played Halo. When they
absolutely.
It was what you did. It was that, or it was like Forza Racing.
100%.
Nothing against Forza,
Ninja
but like,
started
Halo
esporting in
in
Halo. Like, yeah, like Halo is the foundation of a lot of gaming. Absolutely.
exactly. A lot of big gamers now either cut their teeth on Halo or CS:GO. It was one of the, and they usually intersected. Like, I feel like they're doing themselves, Halo, and their fans a disservice by not giving it the true beauty that it deserves. And if on release day, if I see anything less than just a polished gem, I will be thoroughly pissed off.
Boy, oh boy. Quickly, Kept Scorpion 463. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. And Dow, where I don't know, where my mind goes with what you're saying, my guy, is you seem, I don't know, maybe this is just an after effect that we have from Fallout 76 and Bethesda. You seem to have the same, I don't know, almost like, once bitten, twice shy in what you're saying here, because look, we had a lot of red flags for Fallout 76 when it was announced, right? We knew they were
Right.
building it on the old engine. We knew, we knew that it was going to be. We knew all these things that we ended up not liking about it, but a lot of folks
Yeah.
jumped in and bought that game anyway because it's Bethesda and it's Fallout. Are you sitting here worried that, in spite of how big of a studio and company and everything, and in spite of how big of a property we're talking about here, that we're about to get exactly what we were talking about Bethesda potentially doing last week is, a piece of shit wrapped in tinfoil? Is that what
Yeah.
you're worried that we may end up with?
I'm terrified with that, and because Bethesda is guilty of that. Like, they have kept the creation engine since Oblivion,
Oh yeah.
and they are still going to use it on Elder Scrolls 6, the upcoming title in like 2020 something, as well as Starfield, their newest IP. What the fuck? Like, this engine has been pushed to its limits. It is granted, it's a powerful engine, but it is such an overachieving, like, single child and his parents are just like pushing it to do, like, it's ballet classes, it's piano classes, it's recital lessons, it's to do its polo classes, to do basketball lessons, to do everything all at once and achieve greatness, but it just needs a nap. It needs to have a rest. The creation engine needs to go to bed and move to something new, right? Go to Unreal Engine, go to Frostbite, go to anything. Give it a fucking rest.
Don't go to Frostbite. Now,
Don't go to Frostbite.
no. Well, look. Since we're talking about it, I can provide you some information from some primary sources. What I can't tell you is that they've moved away from the creation engine or that they're sticking with it, because I don't actually know. What I do know is they have they've rebuilt hardware within an engine. To the point where they're either building a new engine or they're working on a new gaming engine, or they're developing the creation engine further to increase its capability for next gen. That within Bethesda Softworks, of course. That's all I can really tell you on that front. That I know has been happening over the space of the last 6 to 12 months. Now, as I said, I don't know. We could see Starfield come. So where their current release schedule sits, Starfield and then ES6. I wouldn't expect ES6 for the next, I don't know, 2 to 4 years, to be honest with you. Starfield will come out, and that will be developed on whatever they've been working on over the past 6 to 12 months. How that looks, we don't know. As we were talking about last week, so far we just have a title screen for the game. Some other information I have in terms of their hiring schedule, so jobs being posted and things like that, seems to indicate that they're actually further along in the development of both games than what we know is concerned. So they're hiring people ahead of where we think they're at. So it's kind of hard to work out where they're up to. And as I was complaining about last week, Bethesda don't tell us anything themselves. So here we are having to go and scour for these little scraps of information. But
who else is guilty of this? Because what happened recently? So with Cyberpunk, I know we're going back here, but I fear that Cyberpunk will be bad. I don't want it to be bad because it's CD Projekt Red and they have a great track record right now with their release. But The Witcher 3 was not hyped up heaps, right? It hadn't had this much media as Cyberpunk, and the hype train for this has been ridiculous. And I commend them for pushing back release dates to make sure it's a polished game. And like you said, they've pushed it back because it won't work on previous hardware. There's issues. I fear that they'll be so hyped that the game will never live up to the expectations it's been set. They've given us limited gameplay, but how will it run? How will it play to what they've given us? Who else has done this? Probably to a lesser extent, The Outer Worlds. That was a beautiful game as well. I really enjoyed it. It was a very short campaign. But I enjoyed it. But that's because I had the expectation of it being, a Bethesda title where it's this expansive world. It wasn't huge, but it was enjoyable.
That's because, we're talking about a studio that gave us Fallout New Vegas, which in my opinion, still to this day, the best Fallout game. Why? Because it's character driven. It's just got this gorgeous story, these amazing nuanced characters, it just came together beautifully. And I haven't played The Outer Worlds, but it seems to me that's definitely what drives that. In spite of the fact that it's a short campaign, it's a very memorable one, which you don't get in. You don't necessarily get in just a massive sandbox sometimes, like Fallout 4, for instance. I like Fallout 4, but do I give a shit about the characters? Not really. Maybe that kid that you find in the fridge that one time. But aside from that, and that's kind of my point. But
man, I don't know. Were you streaming Fallout when you got to the kid in the fridge?
No. Actually, I've never streamed Fallout.
Jesus, the community is vicious when it comes to that kid.
Oh yeah. I know, but
nothing
really?
but endless comments to hand. It's spoilers if I say it, but there was references to Kylo and the bad things should be done. It was like, wow, I've never seen someone hate on a child so much. It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
it's ridiculous.
There's some good Paladin dance memes out there. I liked Paladin dance. In fact, you'll catch me sometimes condescendingly responding to people with "outstanding." Very much in a Paladin, but I don't know. Otherwise, not the best character. Aside from like a little wrinkle that I won't spoil for people, but yeah. Oh, yikes. But Cyberpunk. Look, I get where you're coming from, Dow. And something else that I haven't mentioned, but is also something that's come while we wait for Cyberpunk to come out. CD Projekt Red have confirmed that some features of the game that we previously had been looking forward to won't actually be there now. They've removed it. Probably the title card is wall crawling. So something that, I don't know, depends on how you play an RPG or whatever, I guess, but something that had been sort of hyped up earlier on in the game's marketing cycle, I guess, was for, depending on like your character and your whatever it is that you're customizing to be, something that you could do is more or less wall crawl, kind of like, yeah, it's hard for me to describe. Check out, YouTube it or whatever, but anyway, it doesn't matter because it's not going to be in the game. So that was something that people were looking forward to. They've removed it as an actual gameplay mechanic and feature. And look, I don't actually know why. The suggestion would be that it has something to do with performance. So they're removing gameplay mechanics so as to compensate for something. I'm going to assume that it was a problem with aesthetic quality or a glitch or something. So they're being very meticulous with this game. Everything else that before that happened, everything else we knew was the game was ready. There was just that hardware issue, and then all of a sudden wall crawling disappeared or was taken off the slate. So it seems to me that if they're taking measures like that to address performance, I think when this thing comes out, it's going to be good. What I do worry about is, look, I actually do think it's going to be a good game, or at least that's just what I hope for. But what I do worry about is we're going to have a stripped down game, maybe. If that's gone, what else goes? Hello, Kylo. How you doing, bud?
He's like, give me attention.
Oh,
Right?
he probably wants to go outside. I can tell you one thing right now. I am not letting him outside. He was covered in mud. Listen to him.
He's like, you've been talking to yourself for so long.
Yeah, he's like, do you want to come up here? No,
Don't
you want to go
pat me.
outside.
Let me take a poop.
Do you want to go outside or do you want to come here? I'm not sure which one that is.
He's like, mate, I need this shit.
Okay, if I let you outside, you're not coming in again until the podcast is over. You realise that?
He's like, mate,
I don't know.
this
Bark
is
for
my
yes.
decision.
Bark for yes. No? Okay. Are you seeing this? Okay, so that's a no. You don't want to go out? Well...
That's adorable.
It's pretty
Oh,
funny.
he's so cute.
Hey, what are you doing? There's people watching you right now.
He's gonna poop in the corner. You realise that?
Alright, come here.
You just grabbing.
Ugh.
I don't squeeze him too hard. Don't squeeze him too hard.
Ah, yikes. That was beer. That was beer. That's okay. Oh boy. Hey bud. Tell everybody about the beer that you just knocked over.
Was it a good beer?
Oh, I was enjoying it. I was enjoying it. There's still some in there, so it's not all a lost cause. Do you see the trouble that you cause? Trying to run a podcast here, and then you just show up and you steal all the attention, don't you? Oh, big yawns. Okay. Well, that was fun. No, okay, we're gonna keep cuddling. All right. Can I put you on the ground? Can I do that? Yeah, I'm doing that. Oh boy. Yeah, can you clean it up for me? Actually, I got. Oh, that reminds me.
Oh.
That reminds me. My MacBook is dead, everybody.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. So what happened? I was actually watching Twitch, and all of a sudden, I knocked my coffee over, and boy, oh boy, it was not pretty. So at first, I immediately started to try and mop it up and everything, and I thought it was going good, and then all of a sudden, I immediately realized it wasn't all good. The screen was flickering. I started to hear a sizzling noise, and then it just all fizzled out and stopped. Rip. So goodbye, MacBook.
Now you can get a real laptop.
No, I can get it. No, I'm just going to get another MacBook because I'm an Apple fanboy. Anyway, coming back to video games. So, we can circle back to the Apple thing. Boy, oh boy. So, Cyberpunk. What I was saying is, I'm worried that maybe we have a scaled back game that comes out. Something that is short on features. That later get added with later patches.
See, if you want to get it short on features and add-on packages, then we run into the same problem we've been having for, a decade now? More, right? Games used to come out, fuck, I sound like an old twat right now. Back in my day, games used to come out fully fucking fledged, none of this DLC bullshit. But when you think about it, games would come out and they were huge, right? They were finished, they were massive. And then you would, maybe a year down the track, after you finally got through the 500 odd hours of gameplay that they'd given you, you were given this DLC. And it wasn't like 10 hours of gameplay, it was like an additional 150 hours of gameplay. New NPCs, new motivations, new quests, new protagonists, the whole new thing, and sometimes it would affect the main game, right?
100%.
Where's that gone? Now we're getting, I've seen this meme, as they were, and as they are now.
And no.
It's basically, it's like the picture of, it's the picture of Mona Lisa, right? 10 years ago, you would get Mona Lisa. And then eventually it would be that you'd get, 90% of Mona Lisa. The DLC is the final eye. And then it was like, all right, 5 years later, you get half of the image. And then you get the other 25% in 1 year. You get the next 25% in the following year. Why don't we get the complete image? Why don't we get this?
It's pretty fucking rude. Well, I don't know. So what I'm just speculating here because the wall crawling thing's gone, right? It could just as easily be this. The game doesn't have wall crawling now, and then 12 months later, it gets added in a patch. And why I think that is likely to happen is this: Skyrim. When Skyrim first came out, you could not attack anybody while you're on a horse. You couldn't use a bow, you couldn't use a sword. That feature was added in a later patch, about 12 months down the track. Don't quote me on that length of time. But yeah, and initially you would have to get off your horse if you wanted to fight somebody. You couldn't, you couldn't shoot a bow from on top of a horse, which, I don't know, you think about that now, and that just sounds batshit crazy. Why do you bother riding a horse? But yeah, that's how the game originally came out without that feature. So, yeah.
So, I've just sent you the image of the explanation of breaking it down.
In the DMs. If I go and I don't know, just the way I have it set up right now, if I go and look at that, it's gonna take us off the screen.
Oh, okay,
so,
don't worry.
I mean, I can throw me up for a second and then let me do that. I want to look at it. I'm gonna look at this.
Sorry, chat. I know I'm disrupting the flow, but it's important that he knows how fucked it is.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm also looking for a laptop for you that's Windows.
I'm just going to replace it with another MacBook. I'll explain why in a little bit. But okay, so this is the meme that you're talking about here on the screen. Original game.
Jeez.
It's so true, though.
It is.
Oh, yikes. Yikes, oh, yikes, oh, yikes. What else did you send me? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm glad that I kept that off the screen. That's a 24-hour ban, probably a perma ban.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
that doing in my
don't-
DMs?
Don't get what happened to me, mate.
What's that doing in my DMs? Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Who sent
I got a
that?
warning from Twitch.
Yikes. Okay.
I'm not kidding. I actually got a warning from Twitch.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
For what?
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
For,
yikes.
For sharing someone's private.
Lucky I
information.
was still on your thing. Whew. Okay. Okay, we're back in here. We're back on here. Okay. Oh shit! I just shit my pants. Fuck. For a second.
Hey, what is in your DMs, mate? Who is slipping in there?
Oh, don't get me
You know what?
started.
It's fucking everyone. Everyone wants to get like a piece of coop. I know I do.
Don't
Look
get
at this
me.
man. Look how fucking gorgeous this man is.
Don't get me started. No, that's
Mate, I'll get you started and I'll get you finished.
no. That is a. Oh, you would. You would.
I love to see the look that these two just made.
I was not expecting that.
Right? That was something we were in, a completely different thing, and then that just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, that took a turn.
Sorry.
Right? 0 to 60.
Let's have a stream where we go through my DMs, perusing all the junk I send junk to people. Oh, yikes.
Yeah, you do.
What? What do I send?
You send your junk to people.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
confirmed.
That's
been
what's
confirmed.
happening. That's what's happening. Yeah.
Come on, you know,
Yeah.
5 years from now, he'll be partner, and then a year after that, he will no longer be partner because of all the secret DMs. He's sent people.
I actually don't even call them DMs. I call them DPs. But no, I'm joking. No, wait, no. That is no. No, stop. No. No. Sorry, it's like within a second of me saying that, someone I don't even know who that is.
Did you get a dick pic?
I hope not. I'm not even gonna open it right now.
It's been confirmed. Everyone, send Coop your dick pics. But not just those. Send them pictures of aubergines,
No.
of cucumbers,
Bulbs and vagines.
No, don't.
exactly,
Please
of
don't do that.
grapefruits cut in half.
Red rockets.
Yes, yep, all
No.
of them.
Nope.
Even funny shaped potatoes. Send them.
100% do
Coop
not.
wants your vegetation.
I definitely do not. Oh, yikes. No. Don't listen. Those of you that have done it previously, you know this. I'm going to delete it. Thank you for it, and tell you not to send any more. So,
Dude. See, this is a sign of how popular you are.
oh boy. Don't worry. Are there any Twitch moderators in here now? Someone's probably already reported. They're like, oh, he's asking for pics. He's gonna show them on the stream. No, there's no mods in. Okay, we're safe. Guys, this is going up on YouTube. I'm not going to put whatever pics you send me up on here. All right. Oh, yikes.
I need to be a party pooper, but I gotta go. I gotta leave because I'm gonna have to feed my cats and give him his medication.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Thanks for having me.
you know, cat medication's important. So thanks for hanging out with
Love
us,
having a cat.
Kasha. Can we please get a shout out for Kasha Baby in chat? Make sure you go check her out. She is an absolute legend. So go and do that. Okay. And hey, thanks again for hanging out.
There you go.
Appreciate you. All right. So,
Bye, Cash.
boy, oh boy. What were we? How did we
What
get
were we
here?
talking about?
How do we get here? Yeah, I'm trying to find where we were at in chat.
So we're talking about how DLCs come through, the unfinished games that come out, and so you had touched on why can't games be sent out with additional things added
That's
in
right.
later on?
That's right. Yeah, I don't know. I saw a jump in chat. It goes from talking about Andromeda, Bethesda adding a purchasable DLC, And then all of a sudden, yeah, we're perusing all the junk that I send people. Okay.
Yeah.
So, oh boy. Okay.
And
Yes.
that's what. Sorry, you go. I can, yeah. The Mona Lisa thing is that reference. The I understand from the point of view of being a game dev and being, well, not being a game dev, but from a game dev's perspective, it would most likely be we have goals to meet, we have milestones to reach. Our investors want a return on their investment. They want to know where we're at, what's going on, and that's where we also came with the problem and current issue of pre-purchasing, right?
Oh,
That's that's a whole other killer fish.
Early access.
Early access, beta testing, alpha testing. Like Star Citizen has been in alpha for about 8 years now.
Yeah.
And that's how you get a quick extra mile of runway from your audience. You start a game in 2010. You say it'll be released in, or you tell your investors, yeah, it'll take us 4 years to develop it. But by 2 years in, you haven't budgeted right. You've paid too much money for these people because of egos probably, and you're 2 years over budget already. You have to give something to the public, to the investors, because where's this time gone? Why haven't we seen anything? All right, cool. Let's get people to pre-purchase a game, right? So we haven't had a time. Cool. We've made an extra couple $100,000. We can pay the devs a bit more to get it done. Okay. Oh, we'll do alpha testing so that way our game testers aren't overloaded and overworked, and they have no sleep, they're stressed. So we'll get the community to do the feedback for us. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with beta testing a game. Don't make me pay for it. If I'm doing your work for you, if I'm going through level by level, finding out what bugs are there, if I have to give a report back from this, which you should be, if you're a fucking beta tester, send those report back. Don't just play it and be like, hey, I'm playing a game, I'm a game journalist. No, you put that report in, where you found bugs, what level, what were you doing, what were you wearing. They need to know this. That's fine. But don't give me a turd and tell me it's a game.
Oh,
don't
boy. Well,
sorry, rant.
No, it's a fair rant. Look, if you're a dev, let me tell you now, I am not paying for your beta. I will play it. I will play your beta if you give it to me, and then give me drops that I can release to my community later when you release it. But no, I'm not paying you for a beta. And to be honest with you, that's not me sitting on my high horse saying, oh, I'm Coop Velociraptor, I don't pay for betas. No, that is me saying, if you're a gamer, you shouldn't be paying for a beta. Doesn't matter if you stream or not. It's a fucking beta. It's a unfinished game. And where I'm coming to with this is this, guys. Fortnite. Okay, so Fortnite, the original game, the original premise that Epic were developing, it is now known as Fortnite Save the World. It, to this day, is still in early access. So, those of you that don't know the story of Fortnite, they originally started developing this game that I'm talking about, and with the battle royale craze arising with H1Z1 and PUBG and the likes, what they did was they released Fortnite Battle Royale, and the rest is history, of course. Ended up being hugely successful, very, very popular, and it is what it is today. The game that they started developing and what that was supposed to try and help fund, that is still sitting in early access. And as at right now, you can purchase that for about $50 Australian for a standard early access, deal, and you get like a skin or whatever. Or you can get the deluxe for just shy of $100 Australian, and that will give you like some awesome gun forever that you can use in a game that's probably going to be in early access forever if it ever is actually fully released. Prime example, you're talking about massive company now. They're not just like a dev anymore because they've got their own fucking rival to Steam. They've got the Epic Store. That's how well Epic are doing. Okay, you've got enough money to finish a game. Why is this game still in early access? And why the fuck are you charging people for it? Boy, oh boy, have you guys seen this? Am I telling you something that you didn't know about?
I didn't know there was that base game of Fortnite. I thought Fortnite was originally just the battle royale. I did not know this.
Well, there you go. We all learned something new.
That's the same for me. Like before all this, I thought PUBG was the original Fortnite because of how they were so similar and everything like that.
Yeah, well, look, nobody come and sue me for this, but I think it's fair to say that Fortnite's like a carbon copy of PUBG with Fortnite skins, right? In its early format, it definitely copied PUBG. But yeah, of course, it could be argued that PUBG copied H1Z1. Look. Everybody wins in a way. But yeah, early access is definitely rubbish. I love that I'm not the only one that feels that way. But yeah, it's something that we see more and more of. Sometimes we see examples of games that come out of early access and they're still not finished, though. Example I want to use here is Ark. Ark spent years. So Ark Survival Evolved, in case you missed the reference. So it spent years in early access, and ultimately it got a full release on PC and consoles. Oh yikes! That's another follow. I'm gonna have to stop that chain of thought. I just want to double check the follow account, guys, because I think, yeah, sorry, I haven't been acknowledging them in chat, but I have been seeing them. Let me just refresh this. Hello, Maria. Thank you very much for the follow.
Hi, Maria. So, have you got follower goals? What's going on?
Well, if we've just hit 1,100, I'm gonna need to chug a beer.
You're at 1.1k followers.
Not quite.
I see 1.1k. Serena, if you go to Coop's page, you see the same thing?
Let me go to Coop's page.
I see 1.1k.
Is there a followage command? Because my dashboard says 1099.
1.1k.
Yeah, I see. I see 1.1k. Chat.
Haha! Thank you, Nightbot. Woo! You know what? I'm going to get the beer ready because I just have a feeling. Also, Kept Scorpion.
Doyle says 1.1k.
Well, Nightbot does the actual. See, what happens is on the actual channel page, it rounds it up, so it's been showing as 1.1k forever. So, Kept Scorpion, thank you very much for your follow. That was like half an hour ago, dude. But yeah, I see you in chat. Appreciate you. I'm gonna get like 2 more beers because I have a feeling it's gonna happen, guys. Just continue with that for a second.
So is this just a regular beer chug? This is not a chewy?
Not a chewy, no.
Have you done a chewy, Dal?
No, I haven't done a shoey.
Oh,
Would
boy.
you do one on your stream?
Fuck no.
Well, he's hit 1,000 followers, so he probably should do a shoey. Oh boy, Nightbot coming in clutch, saving me from doom. My guy.
Let's see.
Ooh, yeah. Used up. This is Jay calling. Okay, cool. Anyway, so early access games piss me off. But yeah, what I was talking about, Ark Survival Evolved. When it came out for its full release on console, and yes, if you're watching this on YouTube, my memory works like that. Be impressed. And it was still not ready for a full release when it came out. It was very glitchy, very buggy. Not really a finished game. There was a whole bunch of, they offered a season pass. The game came out with 1 piece of DLC immediately at launch. So you had to buy the season pass in order to access the DLC. that came out at launch, not part of the base game, or you could buy that DLC separately. Perk of buying the season pass, you would then have access to all the future DLC and additions and everything that came out later, which you didn't know existed, and you didn't know if it would exist, based on what you were receiving as a product. And what you paid for the base game of Ark was the standard amount that you pay for a AAA title. So a lot of people were very unhappy with that game at release. Since then, a lot of we're able to talk about it retrospectively, but at the time, I was one of those people that did buy the game and bought the season pass because fucking a survival game on an island with dinosaurs? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah, of course I'm going to jump into that. And I ended up getting burned by it. But look, over time, it's turned into a worthwhile game. Over time. And that's the deal. It doesn't always go that way.
I was quite lucky with Ark. I was a alpha and beta tester for it. So I actually got Ark for free when I
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I was happy about it. The game was buggy as fuck, but it was fun. Like you said, I got to ride a Triceratops, man. I was having a great time. I didn't even care if the game crashed every 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah. And that's what it was like. Oh, yikes. Okay, Dave Screamsock, who sent you? Who sent you? Who was it? Name the person. I will acknowledge your follow, but I want names, sir.
Hello, Dave. How you doing, mate?
Oh, boy. Now,
I'll be right back.
No worries.
Before I do this... Yikes. How did that happen? I wasn't expecting to have to do this today. I won't even bother putting it in the cooler. Hi, Dave. Well, thank you very much, my guy. Thank you. Oof. Okay. No, very, very important thing that I need to say before I do this, of course, is this. I am drinking alcohol. I'm consuming alcohol. I am not drunk. And I am not going to be drunk at any point during the stream or later on this evening. Very, very important that I say that. And guys, very, very important that if you are consuming alcohol, you do so responsibly always. Okay. Of course I showed up in your recommended. Have you met me? Okay. So, without further ado, another very, very important thing that I want to say to you guys is this. 1,100 follows is nothing to scoff at. Sure, we hit over 1,000. That doesn't mean that another 100 doesn't matter to me. You guys are absolutely fucking crazy. There's no other way of putting it, but you're my kind of crazy, so thanks for hanging out, all of you. Look, I'm going to go full screen for this bad boy. So I'll keep I won't mute myself or anything, guys. Here we go. Cheers. Oh, it's all mirrored and weird and shit. So. No, you haven't met me before, Dave, but look, I acknowledge your follow, my guy. Thank you very much for following. You are follower number 1100. And look, you've done this, so thanks for that. Thank you very much for that. Okay, here we go.
He's the coop, he's true blue. He's a piss pot through and through. He's a bastard, so they say. He's not gone to heaven, so he went the other way. So down.
There we go.
That was a nice little song you got going.
It's
a football
drinking song.
Oh, really? I'd never heard that before.
Yeah. And
yeah, no, it's like a locker room thing. After a win, the MVP would chug a beer and you'd sing the song. No,
it was just an Aussie drinking thing.
Hey,
you guys do much cooler stuff. We don't do anything like that. If people in America are gonna drink, they're just gonna straight up drink.
True. Oh yeah, okay, I'll allow that.
Thank you.
Auto mod.
That's the song.
That's the song.
That's the song.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Usually it's during a skull session. So if they're drinking a big beer, like if you've done beer pong, it's the final big one, you drink this.
Okay.
They're doing a yard
Yep.
glass for their 21st, you do this. Wait, do you
Yeah.
guys do yard glasses?
Yeah, they have yard glasses.
No.
Oh well, I don't know. they did in Texas where I went to college. So
I guess it really depends on where you go.
yeah. To be honest with you, they're not. They do more like keg stands and stuff like that. Like they
Yeah,
get like
yeah.
whole kegs of beer. And yeah, if you can kill a keg, then you're a fucking legend. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Kep's like,
Thank
you're
you,
extreme.
Short sleeve.
You're extreme, and then short sleeve comes in clutch with a clip. Thank you for that. Yeah, I didn't full screen myself that time. That's weird. Anyway, I don't think I wanted people to have like a full size image of me cringing while the taste of my foot goes down my throat. Boy, oh boy. But yeah. So as I was saying, guys, before Dave appeared and just rocked my world completely. Early access. So the Ark story is a good one because you were pissed off to begin with, and then it turned out okay if you were burned initially. Doesn't always work that way.
Yeah.
There have been countless games that came out in early access, charge people for early access and betas and stuff, and then just didn't happen. They just, I don't know, completely don't work. In fact, that's still happening right now. I'm betting that there's somebody out there right now who has paid for early access to a game, and just now they've received an email from the dev saying, sorry, game's not happening. So thanks for your money, and we're keeping it. Yeah, that's happening right now.
That's what you can get away with, especially on Kickstarter. You're signing up and paying for something that you full well agree to, saying that this may never happen.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy is that?
Uh-huh. Oh,
It's
there's
nuts.
Kickstarter. Oh. Now, there is good that comes out of Kickstarter. In fact, what started early access, guys? Did you know this? Okay, I'm going to share a fun fact. A lot of people know it, some people don't. Minecraft was your first... Well, it wasn't your first ever, but it was certainly the game that kicked off the trend of early access games. That's because Minecraft, in its early days, was a Kickstarter game. It was in development, and it, they needed money to continue to develop the game. So what they did was they jumped onto, it was either GoFundMe or Kickstarter. I believe it was Kickstarter. They released to their backers on Kickstarter an early version of the game for them to play. And yeah, well, the rest is history. You know what Minecraft is today. So people on the back of, that happening saw, this works. This works. You can actually develop a good game with, initial funding, which is, to be honest with you guys, I as a writer, I've worked with game studios before. I've seen countless games that just don't go any further because they don't have the money. That, and it's not because they're not going to make the money, because that happens. Presumably, if you're making a good game, once you're able to sell it or market off it, however you're marketing off it, that's fine. It's that initial phase where you're doing all this work and you're incurring all these costs, but you're not making any money. So that's why early access is so great. If you are that indie dev that's trying to make that game, yeah, you can ask people for money or whatever initially, and you go that way. But what it's led to is AAA gaming studios doing the exact same thing. So yeah, I go on that devil's advocate path to say, look, it's not all bad. If you're an indie developer or you're an up-and-coming studio, you don't have the financial backing, yeah, maybe it's okay for people to pay for an early access version of your game. Because, yeah, as I said, with the Minecraft example, you can end up with a fantastic game at the end of it. But for every one of those, there are 10 studios who have the money, as I mentioned with Epic, the example of Epic, and they just don't finish the game. And they continue to charge people to this day, in spite of the fact that they are, as I said, they're huge. What did they pay Booga for winning the Fortnite World Championship? Was it $17 million or something? It was a lot. It was a lot of money. Paid
Ninja.
No. Ninja didn't win the World Championship. No, Booga won the Fortnite World Cup, the singles World Championship.
Wait, is that the guy that does YouTube videos too?
I don't know. He streams here. He streams on Twitch. I don't know.
3 million.
Okay. Never mind. Sorry, Booger. You didn't make as much as I thought you did, mate. That's fine. That kid makes enough money per day on his stream anyway. The dude plays wages on Fortnite. So what they do is they bet $50,000 each US on a best of 100 games of Fortnite, and he's like the world champion, and he's he's got a good squad around him, so they usually win. So yeah, he's fine. Anyway, so my point is this: if Epic can pay Booger $3 million for winning the Fortnite World Championship, okay, they can stop charging people for the early access version to their actual game, the core game of Fortnite, and just finish the fucking thing. It's frustrating to see. I haven't bitten on it. I don't think I will, to be honest with you. It's been out for too long for me to sensibly justify myself jumping into that thing now. It actually looks like a fun thing to play though, and it has a whole community around it. Content creators and the like. Still, for some reason, I don't know, if you're a person that streams Fortnite Save the World, I don't know, hit me up and be like, hey, my life is terrible, and I'll give you a cuddle. But that's the thing. To this day, those guys are still being left out to dry, and suffer with what they paid for as an unfinished game. It's terrible. It's terrible.
There's only a few. Well, I mean, there are many examples of things like early access and Kickstarter working, and you're right. For every one, there's 10 that don't. I can think of a handful that really succeed, like
Kyler, you can go.
Reaper Bones, Kingdom Death, and they're just tabletop ones. Star Citizen is a mystery, right? They are one of the biggest success stories of Kickstarter. Millions and millions and millions of dollars they raised in such a short amount of time. But they've been in alpha testing for 8 years. I subbed. I was supposed to subscribe. Is the word? No. A pledge. I became a pledge of theirs. Is what it calls, and I think I paid $30, which is okay. $30 for an early access game now, which is ridiculous. And it's the entire game as it's progressively created in its progressively generated universe. And I have my own ship to use. It's good, but it's after 8 years, I would have expected more development by now. I don't know. Has anyone ever played it and watched the development?
Oh, I haven't. I haven't heard of it before now, to be honest with you. Sounds crazy. Cool.
How about Elite Dangerous?
No,
I've heard of that. I have not seen it or played it. Same thing.
Similar concept. You're in space, flying around. Big space battles. You can be essentially whatever you want in space. You can be a pirate. You can be a merchant. You can be a meteorite miner. Things of that. It's
that's really cool. You can customize it.
It is huge. The install is about 160 gig. Not as big as Red Dead Redemption 2, but it's massive. But it's still in alpha testing.
Yikes! Yeah. Oof. There are some exciting games out there. Now someone was, I'm not gonna name who it was, but someone was telling me about a game that I ought to check out, an upcoming MMO, and yeah, it's the same sort of deal. It's where is it at the moment? It might be in beta at the moment, but A lot of your bigger streamers are getting hit up about it. What was it called?
Oh, Four Boys or something, and something else.
No. Something Ashes. I'm just trying to find the DM.
It's not Ashes of Creation, is it?
That's it. Ashes of Creation. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, yeah. Well, you already know what it is. Throw it at us, Dow.
It was supposed to be one of the brand new MMO disruptor of games. Wow, kill no,
Oof.
no. Did it even get released? I think it got recalled. It was such a clusterfuck. One of the people I watch on YouTube, Lazy Peon, did a game review. He did a couple of playthroughs on it, and the game was like, it started like this could be good. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
They went from being like they changed strategies of how they do it. They changed engine. They changed stories. They just didn't know what the fuck they're doing, and it's just one giant clusterfuck of a hot mess. It's just failed miserably. Hilarious.
That's so disappointing.
Yeah. And like I said, it was hyped by. It's pretty embarrassing for some people. On Twitch, some people that have a pretty decent tick of approval otherwise, because I think you can find them on YouTube now, hyping this game. Boy. Yikes. So, yeah, prime example. And to be honest with you, if you go, because I don't know, I obviously didn't give a fuck enough for me to go and check it out or anything like that. But I watched a trailer. It actually looked like it could be a promising game. But yeah, prime example of a promising game that looks very, very exciting, and then when it suddenly drops, as you point out, Dal, it's a fucking mess. It's a motherfucking mess. Oh. Yeah. Yikes. Mind you, it looks like a very ambitious, like, I don't know, just the sheer scale of the thing, it looked very, very ambitious. If you know anything about developing a game, yeah, just a simple RPG is a lot of work, let alone a multiplayer game, and then a multiplayer game that does as much as what they were saying this game was going to be able to do. Like, boy. Yeah. And it was from a dev studio that I'd never heard of too, which is never a good sign.
It's a good sign.
Hey?
And then it was bought out by Tencent, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I don't know enough about it. I just remember like seeing who the studio was and being like, who's that? Which is all I need to know.
Yeah, I know Tencent went around and purchased a couple of studios. If I recall, they bought out Grinding Gear Games, the New Zealand company that makes Path of Exile. I fucking love that game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, I really enjoy Path of Exile's model. It is a free game with there are microtransactions, yes, but there's no pay-to-win transactions. It is not pay-to-play. They're all quality of life things. Aesthetics, the same thing that League of Legends do, which I'm fine with. I can play League of Legends completely free. I can unlock all of the characters for free. The only thing I'd pay for is looks for skins. I'm fine with that. I don't need to have some cosmic fucking Ashy skin. I'm fine with her plain look. That means shit to me. But yeah, I like their models.
Oh yeah. Isn't it interesting what draws you to different games though? Like, you know, we were talking about Halo Infinite, and obviously that game, alright, here's the thing, whether it's good or whether it's bad, there is a die-hard fan base out there, the Kasha babies of the world. They are going to pick that game up and play it regardless.
Yes.
And then there are people who, like, okay, so me, for instance, I'm very much story and character driven. Yes, it's nice to have a sandbox, don't get me wrong, I'll jump into that. I'm less likely to play a game as much if it's just open-ended and I don't give a fuck about the characters. Case in point, when have you ever seen me stream Fallout 4? Never. Precisely. So, I'm very much story and character driven. If there's some form of immersion that can make me give a fuck about what's happening and the people it's happening to, then I'm there for that. And if your trailer sells that to me, then yeah, I don't know. I'm still a very skeptical guy, but I don't know. Maybe give me the beta for free and enable drops for my stream and everything like that, and we'll talk. But no, I'm joking. But yeah, I'm more likely to check your game out if your trailer sells your characters and your story to me. You guys, what I know about you guys, and you're not the only one. There's plenty of people like this. Beat Drop Bandit comes to mind. Actually, he's probably the best example of a streamer that looks for aesthetics, looks for how a game looks. In fact, so I don't know, free plug for Beat Drop. We should get him on here sometime. But that I don't know. I catch him streaming, and he'll be streaming. Sometimes it's a terrible game actually, but it actually aesthetically is brilliant. It looks great. He definitely, he's an artistic dude, very, very creative and everything like that. And yeah, what you catch him playing, it looks very nice. Serena, you're very much that way too, aren't you?
Yes, I'm the exact same way. I was actually watching one of his streams, that new game, I forget what it's called. It's like that new Japanese game that came out that looks just like a movie. It's absolutely beautiful.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes, that's it.
Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
in chat, Overwatch is good. Overwatch is a good game. All right, Blizzard. Okay, Beth. How much did Blizzard pay you to jump in here and say that?
Like 10 cents per message.
I'm joking. You know I love you, Beth. Although that game does look good. Serena, wasn't I in the same stream? Did we raid him? Maybe, yeah, I can't remember.
I think so.
Yeah, we've definitely raided him. Maybe that was the game that we were watching with him. Anyway, I don't know. I jump in there a little bit. So, and that's sort of the deal. Dao, you're very much the same, aren't you? You tend to play aesthetically pleasing games, or what's your deal?
I like both. I mean, I do prefer good graphics. I suppose that being said, like, do you count Minecraft as good graphics, or is that just graphic stuff?
See, there's two ways to go about it. Minecraft, I think, is a good game overall with what they've done so far for how far they've come. But to have good graphics, how I would say is to do the 4K. You have to add the 4K mod to it to make it look super realistic. And it's so beautiful. If you've ever seen the 4K mod that they have, it's amazing.
I don't think 4K is worth going to for a few reasons. The hardware requirements to run a 4K monitor, especially at the required frame rates, it's stupid, right?
No, that makes sense.
Like, for me personally, I think the sweet spot is 1440p. You can run it at 1 millisecond for your shooters. You can run on like an IPS panel at 4 milliseconds, and it's just a lovely look. I played Minecraft with shaders on, like seal doors and what's it called? Anyway, the shader packs looks fantastic. I've seen 4K monitors. I can't see that much of a difference unless it's on, like, say, a 65-inch screen. And I want to see every single pore on a human's body.
Yeah, well,
but
that's an interesting point that you make. I agree with both of you in a weird way. So I agree. A game like Minecraft or anything really always looks better in 4K, right? But it's about accessibility. Like, to what lengths do you need to go? Here's where 4K is right now. I sound like a fucking boomer. So it reminds me of laser discs. So LDs or laser discs. Almost nobody owned laser discs because they existed in this period of time, a very short period of time between videotapes. So for those kids at home, back in the day, there was like a gigantic cassette tape that you put into a gigantic cassette tape player, and that's how we watched our movies. Now, so yeah, Laserdiscs, they were out before DVDs were a thing. DVDs were like the refined version that were developed, and yeah, you know what a DVD is, I assume. Maybe kids don't know. So, DVDs are a disc that you put into a disc player, and that's how we watched our movies. Anyway, so laser discs were like this big, fuck you, like a record looking thing that went into a they were very, very expensive, and they went into a very, very big, expensive machine that then played them. And yeah, the quality compared to like a videotape, was exponential. It is the difference between what Dow was talking about and what Serena was talking about, 4K to just regular ass graphics. But yeah, what was that visual quality worth what you were outlaying for a Laserdisc? No, and so that's why historically I can tell you nobody owned a Laserdisc player or Laserdiscs, and the technology died out until DVDs came along and were a more accessible thing. 4K to me is very much like that. That's why I use that example, guys. 4K as it is today is like what Laserdiscs were back then. Maybe next gen, actually, as everybody starts pushing those visual limits further. Maybe we have a higher level of display that's better than HDMI and all the likes, that can run picture quality even better than what we're seeing today, in a more accessible way and format. But yeah, right now, 4K it's impractical for you to run. So
yes, that's the thing. It's impractical. You can watch a movie in 4K, no problem.
sure.
The challenge when it comes to gaming is that you're having to render everything. For a video, it's all done. It's pre-rendered. It's some giant server has done that rendering for you. It's fine. You're not loading chunks at distance to render these fine.
Did someone
every single pine needle on that tree? Sorry, you were saying?
Oh no, nothing. No. I saw something in chat about redeeming sunglasses, but nothing's come through, so we're good. Anyway, no, continue.
And yeah, it does come down to accessibility and ability. The cost required. So you can get a shit 4K monitor, or you can get a good one, and a lot of it comes down to the RGB. Was it the sRGB color space that it can work within? The frames per second it can run on. Is it G-Sync compatible? Is it going to be HDR enabled? So there's different things. So there's 4K, but there's more to it than just 4K. And if you do run that, you're going to be pushing your system so much harder that there is no way that the average consumer is going to stream 4K, right?
Oh.
Yes, get it on YouTube, but that's because they'll have like these big out $20,000 video editing and compressing PCs to make it 4K, and they upload it. That's fine, sure. That's what it's designed for. Streamers aren't going to have that. They already have two PCs, one for gaming, one for streaming.
Mm-hmm.
That would make the bar for gaming ridiculously high.
Yeah.
Stupid and unfeasible.
Yeah.
I'll say though, at present, maybe in like 8 years, maybe when you can have a 4K monitor for like $400. But right now, like I got this 4 years ago. The one I'm using right now, still worth $1,000. It has not dropped in price.
Yeah,
and this is only a a 1440p monitor, right? It's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I've got you all up on my iMac. So I won't go into how much that cost me because I don't want to. But
Too much, I reckon.
Let's put it this way. I watch Foxtel on here too, so so we're Gucci. But for what it is, yeah, maybe it was too much to pay. all the same. No, what you say is right. 4K movie, you can watch that easy. Like hell, I think little Mushu who lives on a rock has some form of TV and is watching a movie in 4K right now. That's not difficulty. But what is, rendering a game. Okay, fuck you, short sleeve. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Okay, let me go and find my sunglasses very quickly.
Short sleeve.
Boy, oh boy. Okay, continue talking. I'll be right back.
Oh man, does someone have 20,000 points we can blindfold him for 2 minutes? Just randomly 20,000 points.
Wait,
use?
That's an actual thing.
Yeah, we
Blindfolding
can make Coop play blindfold for 2 minutes.
Oh, I had no idea that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
I don't even have enough points to do that.
Yeah, no, I used up my 10,000 to make him do burpees.
I saw that.
Worth.
Do you have one for burpees for you, Daters?
No. No, I don't.
No.
Never gonna happen.
There's still shades. I'm super excited. I forgot to tell you, Coop. So you know how I got merch from you? It's coming this Wednesday.
Oh
They finally shipped
boy!
it out. I'm super excited.
Oh boy, I wasn't sure if I should ask you about it. I'm like, has it arrived? Has it not? Oh boy.
No,
I'm
it's
excited
actually
for you.
arriving Wednesday. They finally got the whole process to go through. So I'm so excited about it.
They probably had to just swab it to make sure it wasn't COVID infected. So. Oh boy. No, short sleeve, you cop that shade, my guy. You cop that shade because I had to get up and go and find my sunglasses. And now I'm so mad they're fogging up right now. Okay, so and I've forgotten the point that I was making. What was I saying? Oh yeah, game rendering. So think about the trouble that we have playing and streaming a game like Skyrim. Okay, just on 720. Like and that's what we stream Skyrim at, guys. And that's just to avoid crashes, and then sometimes even then we get them. So imagine what would happen.
Could you imagine the bandwidth required to upload at 4K?
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
I wouldn't like to try and think of even playing it, let alone like then uploading.
Although I don't know if you guys heard, but it did come out in VR, Skyrim.
Oh, of course it did. But yeah. Look, that's another thing altogether. Like I wouldn't then try and stream my VR Skyrim gameplay in 4K to people. Boy. Imagine that. Oh. But yeah, has anyone checked that out? Skyrim VR?
I have not. I want to.
Yes, I've watched a couple people play it. It's alright.
Yeah.
Your aim's a lot better.
What's that?
Aiming is a lot easier.
It's a lot easier. Yeah, I noticed that too. I haven't played it. I've watched a lot of folks play it. I'm like, I don't know. I feel I've grown so accustomed to the overcorrection. Like, let's put it this way. Look, Todd, don't get mad at me, mate. Don't be like, oh, Coop, you're shitting on us always. Like, just stop it. No, I don't want to hear it, Todd. All right, if you don't want me to complain about these things, make it better. Here's the deal. Bethesda games, the combat mechanics aren't great. And so when you play a game like Skyrim, it actually, in my opinion, it requires a greater level of skill to be good in combat, right? Because you have to counter a lot of issues that you have in just a lot of aspects of it, like dodging. Compare combat in Skyrim to any other RPG that immediately comes to mind. You know, Assassin's Creed, The Witcher. Okay, so if you need to dodge an attack from an enemy in Skyrim, do you have a button that you can push to dodge? And your character immediately rolls or ducks, weaves out of the way? The
Like, how's that
is,
going to work in VR?
hey?
How's it going to work in VR?
Well, yeah, I don't know. How does that work in VR? But
I think with VR, you can do it with the buttons.
like, well, does it just work the same way that it does now? So, well, you can avoid an attack in Skyrim, despite what people say and what people think. You can do it. You just got to be good on the sticks or whatever it is you PC players use. You just got to be adept on the sticks. If you are good enough on the sticks, you can avoid a hit. Playing Skyrim, but yeah, how does that work in VR? How does that go? You're firing a bow. You can't just shoot. You can't just play, like, what if you want to be like a melee character, for instance?
You swing a sword, you hold up a shield.
How do you avoid the attack? Like, yeah, like what, you know, take me for instance. I don't know. I find the sword and shield pretty boring myself. Like, what, you block and then you swing and then you block and then you swing? No, that's no fun.
Oh,
That's why I like the magic.
I'm sorry, you arrow people? Yeah, what's more boring? Blocking an incoming attack and then deftly sweeping out their legs and firing them. Or from a distance behind a tree 400 meters away.
Oh, mate. I don't know how long you've been watching.
Double points. Yeah, 2 times damage for sneak. I'm a fucking gun. Is that right, Coop? No, what
It
Coop does.
doesn't help that
He's
I'm
like-
wearing sunglasses right now. Mate, no, don't even at me right now, okay? I'm not even... Yeah, sure, I'm streaming with, like, an arrow build. That's not even, like, my PB build, though. No, I do my best on a spell sword build. So what do? You throw fireballs at people, okay? And then for the ones that get through and don't die from the fire, then you gotta fight them. Okay, what do you do then? You've been throwing fireballs. You don't have a shield. You just have your sword. Okay? And that's when the skill comes in. That is when the skill comes in. Okay? We've got mad skill. Okay?
Coop, I want to see you get a PC, get Skyrim. Let's mod the shit out of it, and you can play a wizard. All right? You can play an actual spellcaster, not a vanilla Skyrim spellcaster, an actual spellcaster, mate.
Like with...
And you will, huh?
Yes.
You can
So
see
you
what it's
want-
like
you
to
want
have
me to-
true butt pucker moments.
You want...
Man.
No. Here's my deal. Oh, yeah, there you go. I've taken an arrow to the knee. I can play a mage, even a modded mage build, actually. Here's the deal. I have a very, very strong belief in not building any build as a glass cannon. Alright, so even my mage would probably tank relatively okay. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't go to PC playing. Here's the deal, because I can't fucking game on a PC, can I? What am I looking at right now? I got a fucking keyboard and a mouse. Like, what do I do with these things? I just what do you do? I've got no clue. I need sticks.
See, I like both. I like PC and console.
Did
And then
you
the
just
retro systems.
wield your keyboard and mouse?
I think that's what happened. I think that's exactly what happened.
We're gonna have a private message after this.
I love that Auto Mod held a held a message from Harlot saying play with your joystick. Oh boy. Oh, yikes. No. So, guys, I know you can actually plug a controller into a PC. Look, we're coming along. The MacBook is dead. Here's the MacBook here, by the way. Here's the dead MacBook. It's probably, well, I don't know. I've got to get it checked out on Monday, but I'm pretty sure it's a rip moment for the MacBook. I like this MacBook. It's served me well. It's done a lot of great things. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Raptor Nation, like, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the Discord. Do you want me to build a PC and start gaming off it?
Yes.
Maybe I can
We
mimic.
definitely.
Maybe I can do like the poor man's Henry Cavill stream and
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
I want to see that. I
stream
want to see
myself.
you put together a PC and a singlet
yeah, I'll stream from a singlet
the whole
and then
time.
just then just be like, oh yeah, smash it on the desk. No, because I can't. It's like literally
yeah, smash
this.
that MacBook on the desk.
No, this happened yesterday, guys. I've got to get this checked out. So because it's insured or whatever. The insurance company won't just be like, okay, Coop, you got a new laptop now. No, it doesn't work like that. No, you've got to actually take it in to a laptop person. In my case, a Apple expert laptop person. And they've got to look at it and be like, yeah, no, that's definitely fucked. And put that on a piece of paper and you send that to the insurance company. That's how that shit works. I mean, fair enough. I mean, they're paying for the shit, so I get it. But at the same time, it's a pain in the ass. So no, I'm not going to smash it on my desk on a live stream. Because undoubtedly the insurance company is going to be like, well, no, you didn't spill coffee on it. We saw you on your live stream smashing it on a desk. That's not accidental, motherfucker. And then they'll decline my claim. Like, yeah, get out of here.
I mean, just for fun, I say we break it. Just for fun.
Just to do it. Yeah, now that I've been
it
like,
should
well,
be-
I know
should be
what's
a
wrong
great
with
clip.
that. Let's just do it anyway. Yeah, no, that's not happening. So you're right, Harlot. No, I won't do it. Harlot. Oh, Skitty. Yeah, I missed his PC building stream. I missed it. But here's literally what I was going to do. Literally bit for bit, I was just going to mimic the Henry Cavill stream. So that's how I'm gonna roll. Kept Scorpion. Dude, like, what's your deal in chat? Like, what's the issue, my guy? We're obviously like talking on a podcast, bro. Like, we're not necessarily going to acknowledge you all the time. We're not a bully because we're not acknowledging you. We're just on a podcast right now. So, just calm down a little bit, champ. Anyway, so guys, games.
Yes.
Halo
Yes.
Infinite.
Sorry, say again.
Halo Infinite.
Yes.
Verdict. Will you play this game?
Yeah,
I'd have to watch someone play it first.
I'll most likely play it. As much as I hated the trailer, I'm still gonna play it.
Hmm.
Honestly, I think I should probably play through them all before I get into this one.
Yeah.
I mean-
right.
How about you, Coop? Will you play it or will you wait to see the reviews?
Yeah, will you play it?
here's my deal. Like, Microsoft are backing this thing, right? You got to sell me an Xbox first. I'm not going. Well, why do I need to get? Seriously, why do I need to buy an Xbox right now?
Don't.
Exactly. Like, I'm not going to shell out what I would need to shell out to pick up the next Xbox just to play one game on it. I'm sorry, I'm just not going to do that. Doesn't matter how good of a game it is. So, yeah, for me, I'm definitely buy a PC instead. Well, I don't know. I suggested building one, Harlot, and you said don't. So, there's no pleasing you. But anyway, yeah, my whole deal is I'm not going to pick up a Xbox, just to play Halo, even if I think it's going to be a good game. And what other reason do I have to pick up an Xbox right now?
Yeah, you don't.
Right.
You have no reason to do it.
Precisely. But I did want to come back to this, guys, because it was an interesting sort of thing that came up earlier when we were talking about the trailer. I agree. It doesn't showcase. I don't think it showcases the game to the extent that they wanted it to. But what I've noticed, at least over the past couple of Halo releases, is they seem to have an interesting marketing tactic when it comes to sort of plugging a game ahead of its actual release. I go back to, I think it was Halo 5. We had the trailers and they were everywhere. They were actually a good trailer at the time, but once you played the game they ended up to just be shithouse. Reason being, the trailers plugged the game as being a case of, okay, you are a Spartan team that are coming after John, the chief, the Master Chief. And it's just going to be the game was going to be, okay, John's done. We don't even know what Master Chief has done. Sorry, I keep on calling him John because we're on a first name basis. He calls me Coop, I call him John. Like, yeah, we're good, me and Chief. But Anyway, so they're coming after him because he's done something and he's an enemy and everything. And that was a really interesting premise from the trailers. Very crazy. I was tempted to pick up that game and play it, but by that stage I'd become super skeptical because of other AAA releases, so I didn't. And yeah, it turned out that's not the case at all. You have one sort of confrontation and, sorry, spoilers, but look, crux of it is this. No, the game is not centered around, a Spartan Ops team fighting the Master Chief. Not at all. So, misleading trailer. Before that, you had Halo 4, which was marketed by Halo Unto Dawn. You guys watch that? It was
Forward Unto Dawn?
Yeah, Forward Unto Dawn. Yeah, sorry.
I have
Oh, it was actually pretty cool. If you just sort of check it out on its own, it was very good. It was like a mini series.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was absolutely terrific. Told you nothing about the game really.
No.
But yeah,
But it was
on its own, yeah, it was terrific content. Told a great story, and ended up sort of just telling the story of a character who was like an aside to the actual story in the game. It's kind of weird. Recommend anybody who watches this go and check out. Sorry, I completely misnamed it. It's been so long since I watched it, but Halo Forward Unto Dawn. It's all on YouTube. You can go and watch it for free. It's actually really, really good. Few episodes to it. But yeah, that's all they had to market Halo 4, ultimately. And well, I don't know. It received some backlash at the time when the game came out. So, my point is this. Halo 4 was actually pretty alright. I enjoyed that game, but yeah, I don't know, I just didn't pick up any Halo games after it, not because I disliked it or anything like that, but my point is this, Halo marketing isn't always the best. They always try something a little bit different. This was just a generic sort of trailer, really.
Yeah.
But it's not always great. Is that just what we're seeing here? Is that, are we going to get a good Halo game on the next gen of consoles? Given at the moment, Microsoft haven't really shown us anything else that we ought to give a fuck about.
They've given us no reason to really buy it other than a poor rip-off of Doom and hoping the fanboys will just fanboy and buy it.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do we got? Glennie, what are you trying to say, champ? Put your capuchon on your head. Yeah, I don't know.
What?
You please put your caption on your head?
Is it caption?
Please put your cap on your head?
My cap is on my head.
What's a capuchon?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, let me Google Translate that.
Anyway. Yeah, it comes back to the Bethesda thing we were talking about. Well, the hat is on my head. Are they talking to you? Put your hat on your head, Dal.
Hey, who? Who's putting what?
What?
Who's putting what where, mate?
We don't know.
That's all right. They'll come back to us.
Like, do they want to look at the hat more? Like, just go
Maybe.
to
It's a really nice hat.
No, the hood on your sweater.
Oh, my onesie?
Right.
Lion onesie?
Oh, that makes more sense.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Or my
There we go. Yeah, why bother wearing a onesie if you're not going to wear the hood? Damn, Serena.
Exactly.
That's true. I don't know why I didn't wear the hood.
You should game like this all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, I love this onesie. It's so comfortable.
Oh yeah. I feel
I
bad
get a
not wearing my own onesie.
Like,
Boy oh boy. But yeah, look guys, that I think caps off everything we needed to talk about for today.
Yeah, I think we covered all the topics and more.
We definitely have. You guys got a
Yes.
bonus from us tonight. So, lucky you people. You guys got anything else you wanted to raise before I let you guys go?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think anything else want to talk about? You covered everything.
I think you covered everything. Well, thank you both again so much, and thanks again to Kasha. I'm sure you're lurking somewhere, girl. But yeah, thank you both again so much for joining me. Shortsleeve, you're in chat. Can you please give a shout out to the mighty, the legendary, the epic, the man who we all call Dalgeros, but we know is so much more than that. Shout out to my guy, please. Go and check him out. Like, seriously. No, seriously. Like, I'm in his DMs, I can tell you. Whew. No, but seriously, he is amazing. Puts out some terrific content. Love his streams. Love his community. In fact, just a really wholesome time all round, whether he's online or not. So jump in there. Jump in his Discord. Even I can. It's not often I plug people's Discords, but yeah, seriously, jump in there. Now, also, can I get a shout out for the lady in the awesome lion onesie below me, EGN Srenna, the truly, truly amazing streamer. Like, guys, I'm not joking. She made Twitch affiliate within a week of her stream beginning. Mm-hmm. Now, that is fucking impressive. Okay, and I watched her I can't even remember how I came across um, the your stream to begin
I
with,
think
Strenna.
it could have been from Dallas, to be honest, because I actually hung out in Dallas before streaming before I
Ah,
actually
there
started
you go.
streaming.
Here's what I'm saying. Like Dow's community, like people find each other. So yeah, all the same. Yeah, no, I watched Serena in her first week of streaming. I think her first stream ever. It was like amazing. Like it was no surprise to me that she got affiliate as quickly as she did. At all. She was like, "Oh, Coop, this is amazing. I made affiliate." And I was like, yeah, of course you fucking did. You're amazing. Like, yeah, I think Serena was the most
You're
blown
one of the
away.
very first people to actually tell me that I would get it in a week.
I did call that. I said, girl, yeah, I think in
You
that
did.
very stream, I was like, girl, at this rate, you'll be affiliate in a week. And yeah, look, there it goes. So make sure you go and follow Srena, catch her streaming because that's always a damn good time. That's always a damn good time. Well kept. Look, keep that in the DMs, dude. Like, deal with her mods or whatever, however you want to do it. Honestly, I don't want to know about what happens in another channel, dude. But yeah, all the same, guys. Go and check Serena out. She's an absolute legend. And again, I thank you, girl. I know it's a crazy time, like as in the actual time it is right now, right there is fucking crazy. So go to bed, go and get some sleep. Yikes.
Definitely.
Dow. Dow. I don't know. Like, come and vibe with me if you want, dude. Otherwise, like, just go and hang out with Super Bolly. Go do your Sunday things, whatever it is that you do. You don't need to tell me about that, but all the same, I appreciate your existence, my guy. And
Doors,
even more, I love your presence. So, I'm gonna jump out. I don't know. Jump if you guys want to keep chatting. Jump in the well. You can keep talking here. Jump in the voice channel if you want to. I'm going to address the very beautiful people that are watching right now and let them know what
No
I
worries,
think.
you do you, man.
Oh, you know me. I will.
Thank you, Coop.
Thank you both again.
See.
Oh boy. Oh yikes. What a good looking bunch. What a good looking bunch, guys. Did we have fun today? Did we? I had fun. we were talking about this offline actually. Before we came live, we always catch up for a few minutes before I come online and start the podcast. Now, what I said to the guys was this: I was like, I have so much fun with these podcasts. I'd like to think that you have fun with it, but at least I have fun. So, oh, short sleeve, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. You're a good-looking guy. I think. I don't know. I've never seen a picture of you. I guess that's the advantage all of you have is you can all see me. I cannot see you. Oh boy, Doyles, I saw you. I saw you lurking. My guy. Glad to see you hanging out. Glad to see you hanging out. Don't worry, I saw a DM come from you. I'll go and read that as soon as I come offline. Boy, oh boy, I hope you're doing good though, my dude. Really love me some Doyles. Really, I do. Who else was in here? Kebester. You know, girl. You know where it's at. Harlot, saw you hanging out, my dude. Harlot, you're an absolute fucking legend, my guy. Really love and appreciate you. Really, I do. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Didn't see any footy updates from you though, my guy. Doyles, usually you do that for me, but we'll take it. We'll take it as it is. Let's see. Any other regulars here? You know what? There's actually a lot of regulars here. I can't acknowledge you all at the same time. Just know that I love and appreciate you. Guys, today is Sunday. You know what that means? Tomorrow is another week. Beginning, as it always does. A very, very important thing to know, understand, and remember is this. Time goes by, all right, and the days aren't going anywhere. What eventually does come to an end, unfortunately, is us. So in order to enjoy that the most and to really take advantage of the time that we have, it's really, really, really fucking important to look after yourself, okay, and be kind to yourself. So, like, I say it so much, but it's so damn important. Really, really. It's so easy to be hard on yourself, right? We are our biggest critics, and it's important. It's important to chase success, chase excellence. But know this, people: success and excellence aren't what you ought to be chasing when it comes to being happy. What you need to be chasing when it comes to being happy is acknowledge when you've done the best that you can, and acknowledging all of the good things that you have around you. And you know what? On any given day, you have done the very best that you can. And on any given day, you have a lot of amazing things around you. For me, trust me, I preach this shit all the fucking time. But tell you what, I'm not so good at living it. I need to practice more of what I preach. But let me tell you this, I know this. Today I've done the very best that I can with the day and with myself. And I've got a lot of amazing shit around me, not least of all you guys, this stream, this podcast, everything that we've got around us. Those of you watching on YouTube, got you especially. Really appreciate you. And that's all I want you guys to remember, is that if I can acknowledge it myself, you can too, no matter where you're at, what you're doing. And as always, I've got another thing, but firstly, I'll just find somebody that I want to raid. Oh my god. Let's see, Twitch. Who is live on Twitch right now? Let me just do a quick refresh. Ooh, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people online on Twitch right now. We gave a raid to Mikey last week. I'd like to go and raid him again, to be honest with you. Mikey, hello. What's he playing? Oh, he's playing Detroit Become Human. Oh, that looks like a good game, actually. Yeah, we'll raid you, Mikey. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for us, Mikey. Boy, oh boy. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, we'll hit Mikey. I saw him in... Jabberwocky's unaffiliated. Let me note down that username. Jabberwocky. I'll check her out. I've never heard of her. Okay, Jabberwocky. Okay, I'll check her out, Harlot. But yeah, well, let me get my... I don't know, I'm using... You can tell, I'm using slobs tonight. So those of you that don't stream, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But it's a different streaming software to the one I usually use. So, I don't know. I hope I haven't had too many slip-ups. Hope I haven't had too many slip-ups. Okay, so let me get the host ready. There we go. And then I'll launch into a tirade. Now, less of a tirade and more this. Jabberwocky's in my Discord, or What a Mutt's in my Discord. I don't know if he's... Yeah, actually, speaking of Discord, guys, go and jump into the Discord. Can someone please Discord command the Discord? Go jump in there. And another thing, I've noticed a couple of users in there. I don't know. You're in there. You're hanging out. You're contributing. I love it. I don't actually know who you are because your Discord handle doesn't match your Twitch handle. Now, I do remember names in chat on Twitch. So, if you can, make your Discord handle, at least in my channel, the same as your Twitch handle. That way I know who the fuck you are. Anyway. Oh, thanks, Dow. Appreciate that, my guy. Now, as always, guys, I do... Well, it's not that I want to. It's that I need to. Hala, I think I know who you are. don't I? I know, you're like the harlot or something. That's fine. As long as it's something that resembles who you are on Twitch, then I know who you are. Otherwise, yeah. Yeah, exactly, short sleeve. I only know who you are because you, like, um, I don't know, you'd use your proper name, and then I gave you the role, and then you changed it to, I don't even know what it is. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that, Harlot. Well, I don't know. Harlot, we'll talk about. We'll talk about it like offline. I don't know. Jump in my DMs or something, dude. But your name is Luke on Discord. Okay, cool. Well, um, I'm not going to remember that. So, refer back to what I just finished saying. Guys, I say this shit for a reason. I don't say it so that I can change it after you give me a random fact. Now, moving on to the important thing that I need to say. It is this. It is this. Right now, if you are watching this, no matter who you are, no matter what it is that you're doing right now, no matter what it is that you have done, the most important thing for you to know and to remember is this. You matter. You matter. And you add value to other people's lives. There's a reason for you being here, and it is important that you continue to be here because you add value to other people's lives. Obviously, I know nothing about your situation. I know nothing about you. I know nothing about where you're at, where you're from, who the people are around you, or how they treat you. That's fair enough. I've got no way of knowing those things. But here's something that I do know, and that I can tell you right now. If you are here watching this right now, you matter to me. That's something I do have control over. Okay, that's something that I do know. You matter to me. And if you are here watching this right now, even if you've just been chilling in there lurking, all right, you have added value to my life today. So thank you very much for that. And hey, I hope to see you next time. Really, I do. I know where you're from, short sleeve. I'm obviously not talking to you. No, I'm joking. You do matter and you add value to my life. You know that. You know that. Yes, Cap Scorpion, we love us some Pokemon here too. Don't you worry about that. Now, guys, we're gonna go off and, well, not attack, but we're gonna go and raid Mikey. So, look, you'll be given the option to like hang here and watch, or you can go and hang out with him in his chat. Encourage you to do that. I'm going to do that for a few seconds at least. So make sure you go and do the same thing. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I will be back online again. Tuesday night. Tuesday night I will be back on. We might stream some more Skyrim, I think. So yeah, look out for me then. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. I'm back onto my old schedule, starting work again tomorrow, and yeah, everything like that. So otherwise, I'll be hanging out in the Discord. Don't you worry about it. Feel free to come and say hello to everybody in there. In the meantime, as always, my name is Coop. You guys call me the Velociraptor. Peace. Thank you very much for hanging out, and have a good time.